Hello and a warm welcome to the Cannon Medical Arena here in Sheffield for GBM Fight Night. Live on talkSPORT's boxing YouTube channel. We've got plenty to look forward to this evening. We've got 2 title fights a little bit later on, loads of 50-50s and plenty of local talent on display. It's certainly a star-studded affair tonight. Loads of big names ringside, and we've also got some big names as part of the commentary team this evening. We welcome back the voice of boxing on lead commentary, Adam Smith, and talkSPORT's Spencer Oliver. Adam, welcome back. How good is it to be back here tonight?
Ali, I can hardly hear you with the din in here. It's fantastic. What an atmosphere. And really like what Izzy's trying to do here with GBM Sports. And I'm delighted to be back. I've had a tough year. It's been hard. And it's really good to be back behind the mic, back with Spencer and seeing some old friends and faces, but some new young talent. And this is what it's all about, the grassroots, the beginning, the way up. And I like what's happening here with this promoter. I think Izzy might go places. It looks a really big, entertaining show, and I can't wait for some of these fights.
Yeah, and Spencer, you two go way back.
Absolutely. Listen, me and Adam go way back. I think the journey actually started in here in Sheffield, way back in the 90s. Nazim Hamid, all those big shows, and Ryan Rhodes and Junior Witter and all the guys out at the Ingle Gym. We've had some memorable nights up here in Sheffield. And as Adam Smith rightly said, you know, I think Izzy's got a great vision. They call this small hall shows, but he's got a big hall production. 50-50 fights. We've got some great entertainment coming on tonight, some really good fights, and it's great to be a part of it, and it's great to have the voice of boxing back, Mr. Adam Smith. I'm buzzing for this tonight.
Thanks, Spencer. Ali, it really is like coming home. In the mid-90s when we had Prince Nassim Hamid, and it was just such a buzz to be up here. 3 or 4 times a week we used to come up and watch them all train. Ryan Rhodes, Johnny Nelson, our friend Junior Witter. It all started with Harold Bomber Graham. Something special about the Steel City. Clinton Woods, of course, great world champion too. Kell Brook. Heard his ring walk music earlier tonight on one of the undercard fights. It's just fantastic. Something very, very special about this city and boxing.
Yeah, and it's an unbelievable atmosphere already as we get Izzy, the promoter, in. Come in.
Hey.
Careful, Spencer.
Yeah, Izzy, we were just building you up there. I'm glad you never come 10 seconds earlier, because we're saying a lot of good stuff about you. Like, you're an ex-fighter yourself. You understand what the game's all about, and with you it's all about grassroots, giving these guys the opportunity and like giving them that big show feel, and that's exactly what you've done. The production, the crowd's in here early. Rarely do you get a show where you get a crowd packed out as early as it is, and that's testament to you and the shows you put on and the fights you put on.
Yeah, listen, such a proud moment for us, really buzzing already. You know, once you've been a professional fighter, you always want to be involved in the game. And for me, what better than promoting in my own city, packed out, top card, 2 fights, and a great punditry team as well.
I totally agree with that, mate. Yeah, great commentary team. Great to have Adam Smith back, and obviously Ali Drew as well. Ali, it's going to be a fantastic night, it really is.
Yeah, it certainly is. And Izzy, I'm not sure if you're going to be able to hear me, because I can't quite explain how loud it is already in here. It's absolutely packed. That is unusual. As we said, you don't often see the crowd coming in this early. It slowly builds normally, but since the first fight on the undercard, it has been packed out in here. Just what does it mean to you?
Since the first fight on this card, it's been absolutely packed out. What does that mean to you?
Like a translator.
See, they must enjoy the production of the show as well. You know, normally it's a lot of fights, you watch one of your fighter and you go. Everybody seems to want to stay. We create a real atmosphere, real enjoyable night, and you're going to see some quality fights.
It's like a party atmosphere in here, and I think entertainment is so important, isn't it? We've seen already some of the ring walks. We can't wait for the firecrackers as well. It's not just what happens in the ring, is it?
No, listen, we're in the entertainment business, and we're out here to entertain. Sometimes we know we can't match certain platforms in boxing, but production and entertainment, we match anybody in the country, and I'm sure you can second that, and that's what we kind of thrive on. But you're going to see GBM Sports now picking the level of fights up and down the country. You'll see titles and titles and titles. Eventually we'll be as good as anybody in the country. But like Spencer says, it's a long process. I've got a vision, I've got a great team behind me, great support, And if I carry on this the way we are and keep pushing, we could be a real serious force in British boxing to reckon with.
Yeah, you were talking about entertainment there, and like, you know, you've got this real party atmosphere in here. I suppose a question we all want to know, we know you're an energetic guy, we know you like a party, we don't know what your dance moves are like. Is that part of the game as well?
You're not going to see any dance moves whatsoever tonight. I'm going to stick to promoting, let the boys do the dancing in the ring, but yeah, listen, it's brilliant, it's buzzing, and I think we're up for a real treat of boxing tonight.
But that's the key, isn't it? The entertainment and the boxing. We've got the European title, Thomas Asomah, fantastic story. As well, you've got Shaquille Thompson, you've got the women, what a great fight that is. And it's about the mixture, isn't it, of getting the young in, matching them tough at times, and then giving something special as well. People want to go home with memories, don't they?
Absolutely, we want them to come here asking when is the next GBM fight night, and that's what we intend on doing. And listen, we've got some great fights, like you mentioned, Thomas Asomah, Konki, genuine 50-50. I don't want to come here to the stadium knowing which way the winds are going to go. I want to come here in a bit of a fan mode, thinking which way is this going to go. And that's what the crowd wants, that's what the punters want, and that's what we'll deliver.
Well, we've been bigging it up, but do you think we should get some boxing underway? Start the fight? Yes, I think it's time, so we're going to hand you over to your MC for this evening, Aki Karim.
Ladies and gentlemen, a warm welcome to you all from the Cannon Medical Arena here in Sheffield, the new home of basketball team Sheffield Sharks. Izzy Aziz on behalf of GBM Sports welcomes you to GBM's first ever double title header show, also stacked with plenty of local prospects and some real 50-50 fights. So sit back and enjoy. And also tonight we welcome back the voice of boxing, Mr. Adam Smith on commentary. I'm sure you'll agree. We'll give him a round of applause. Welcome back to boxing, Mr. Adam Smith. Tonight's action is sponsored by Maurice Andrews Solicitors, Eco Power Group, Indus, Avant, and broadcast partner talkSPORT. You can follow all live results and action on GBM Sports social media channels. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we can now commence our next bout of the evening. It's 4 3-minute rounds in the super featherweight division. So please welcome to the ring first, from Catalonia, Spain, by way of Nicaragua, Alicia Hurrucan Quesada.
The stage is set for this GBM sporting bonanza here in the steel city of Sheffield. And first up, Alicia Quesada, a Nicaraguan based in Spain. And the atmosphere already, Spencer, has built beautifully tonight.
Yeah, it certainly has. You know, we don't often see fights or shows that are packed as early as this one. I'm really looking forward to it tonight.
And now please welcome his opponent from right here in Sheffield, the natural, Noman Hussein.
Cool, calm, and composed. Calls himself the natural. Welcome, Noman Hussein, from here in Sheffield. And he brings some support too. Very, very good amateur. Plenty of talent. And the fans will have come from the Sharrow area of Sheffield as he enters amidst the fireworks here in his home city. Fifth ring walk for Nouman Hussein, and big things expected.
Yep, certainly is. Comes to the ring with a 4-fight undefeated records. 3 of those fights have come inside the distance. This kid has lots of talent. Looking forward to this tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, this contest is 4 3-minute rounds in the super featherweight division, presented to you by Izzy Azif of GBM Sports in association with broadcast partner talkSPORT. Your officials for this contest: timekeeper at the bell will be Chris Hancock, and your referee in charge of the action will be A-star referee Michael Alexander. And now it's time to meet the boxers. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the red and black shorts. His weight, 9 stone, 4 pounds. His record, 46 professional contests to his name, including 24 wins and 3 draws. 9 of his wins come by way of knockout. From Catalonia, Spain, by way of Nicaragua, please welcome Alicia Huracán Quesada. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, wearing the green and white shorts. He weighed in at 9 stone, 4 pounds, 1 ounce. He comes to the ring undefeated as a professional. 4 wins, no losses. 3 of his wins coming by way of knockout. He fights out of and represents his hometown of Sheffield. Please welcome the natural, Nouman Hussein.
A welcome to the natural, and a very warm welcome to everybody watching on the talkSPORT YouTube channel. The green and white of Nouman Hussein and the black and red of Alicia Quesada to kick off proceedings on what should be a terrific night here in Sheffield. Stand by for talent and action and a little bit of fireworks we've already seen.
Absolutely, been a great show so far. 3 fights in, and they've all been very good fights, and we're expecting a lot here from Hussein, who comes with a great reputation and a brilliant record as well.
And a fast start from both fighters. Spencer Quesada just caught in the storm and having to wing a few shots in himself. He's very, very experienced. 48th outing for him, as opposed to only the 5th for Hussein. But Hussein, the prospect from here in Sheffield, the 26-year-old. And let's see how he develops.
Yeah, listen, Quesada comes with a reputation of being very, very tough, and he's going to need that against a young Hussein, who we know has a great variety of punches. Quesada lands a little warning there, Adam.
Yeah, wonderful counter from Quesada, backed up, turns southpaw. And this Quesada has been around, and he's learned tricks. Boxing from both stances, too. I've seen in the past, he's sitting with the southpaw at the moment. He's just frustrating Hussein early doors here, who gets back behind that jab that he honed in the amateur games. Former national champion Nouman Hussein.
Yeah, Quesada working well off the ropes here. He's dangerous off those ropes. He's giving good head movement. He's creating the opportunity, creating the opening here. Quesada, he knows his way around the ring.
Well, stopped by Paddy Barnes some years ago. Won his first 5, Quesada, then just sort of settled into life as a part-time man, really a journeyman, but he does spring the occasional surprise. 24 victories, that's a great deal.
Yeah, absolutely. He's he knows his way around the ring. Like I say, boxes out of that southpaw stance, switches orthodox as well, and he could be a tricky opponent here, Quesada. He knows he's got good shot selection himself. He's dangerous with that backhand.
He's taking centre ring here, Hussein.
That's what he needs to do there, Hussein. Keep it at reach. You know, he's got the height and the reach advantages. He needs to do that, control the space. Most important, body shot goes in there as well.
Yeah, lovely jabs, and then the body shot to finish the combination. That was quality, class. You can see from the pedigree and grounding of Hussein what he's got to try and bring to the pro ring now.
Quesada looking to counter on the ropes again. They're dangerous with those shots.
Already looks a very good opponent, and a test here for Hussein in the early stages of his career.
Yep, good opening round there from the man, Hussein. He'd done enough to win that round, but there was a little reminder there from Quesada to say, listen, mate, don't take any liberties with me, because he does pull off the occasional victory. He works well off the ropes. He throws the shots, swings the shots in, loops them in out of the southpaw and orthodox style. So Hussein has got to be educated about what he does here. He switched it a little bit midway through the round, and he started controlling the space, and I think that's the key to victory for Hussein. He just needs to judge the space right, land those shots well, and as you said there, Adam, when he touched upstairs and switched the hook underneath downstairs, that's where he got success.
And I don't think Alicia Quesada is
out.
the sort of man you want to take liberties with.
No, he's certainly not. He's rough, he's tough, and he's experienced.
The red and black with the black tassels of Alicia Antonio Quesada, originally from Nicaragua, now boxing out of Spain. The 258th round of his pro career. And for Nouman Hussein, only the 11th, but he was a very good amateur, ABA champion, England representative. You can see the class there, and he goes, whoa, Nouman Hussein, as Quesada is floored in the second, and he's hurt. He's really hurt here, and there's so much time left in the round. What a breakthrough for Nouman Hussein. Just when Quesada looked a real threat, Hussein has found a breakthrough, and it's a big one.
Yep, it's the left hooks from Hussein that are landing here. Quesada's in a lot of trouble. He's doing well just to survive this one. He's using all his experience. Hussein doing the right thing, keeping the hands high, just waiting for that opportunity.
Maybe the natural is the natural power. He's got 3 knockouts in the 4 wins so far. And Quesada didn't like that one little bit, and a straight right hand too. And this is impressive from Hussein. Keeps his boxing together technically, and if he's got some power to go with it, we could have something here.
Yep, he's found his rhythm now, hasn't he, Hussein? He's just taking his time, creating those openings, setting those traps. Good workman-like performance here from Hussein in this second round.
He's a natural super bantamweight, but this was made at super featherweight. A fair few opponent changes, as is the case with prospects and boxing. But with Quesada, he's got a very well-oiled machine in front of him, a seasoned veteran. Nice right hand. See, he just can still spring from nowhere. Quesada, got to be careful, Hussein, but this is a big round, a good round.
Yeah, it really is. All started with that knockdown coming from that left hook. Started all the damage. Quesada done well to survive that knockdown, and Hussein in complete control at the moment.
Well, he loved it when he floored Quesada. He let a gasp out, Nouman Hussein, and the confidence will be flowing through that tall, angular body. In terrific shape, tip-top. He's ready to perform on a night like that, and that's so important too, when the pressure of your home crowd, and a big one here.
Absolutely. Listen, it's all about the pressure and how you deal with that, and Hussein in his home, in front of his home crowd, is dealing with it. A bit of showmanship there in the middle of the ring, but yep. Let's take a look at that knockdown there. You see it coming. Left hook landed, lovely. And Quesada done well to beat the count there, and he looked seriously hurt when he got up. Hussein piled on the pressure, but Quesada just using his experience to get through that and weather the storm. Big round there, though, from the man, Hussein.
There is Izzy Asif in the promoter's chair. And some faces at ringside, Spencer.
Yeah, certainly is. Callum Simpson there as well.
Good fighter.
Great fighter, top
10 seconds, corners.
super middleweight, looking to challenge for titles very, very soon. And yeah, great turnout here for Izzy, not
Seconds
just with
out.
the public, but
Round 3.
with the fighters as well.
Yeah, nice to see Callum. Rumours that some of the big Sheffield names might be coming down. Even someone heard Naseem Hamed was in town. Johnny Nelson, I think, will be here. They love to support their own, whether it's those at the Winkerbank Gym or across town. There's so many brilliant Sheffield stables now, aren't there? Glyn Rhodes, of course, and Brendan Ingle in the old days. You've got Grant Smith now. It's fantastic.
Yeah, it really is. Grant Smith and the Steel City Gym. Sonny Edwards in there as well. Great little gym. I've been to there, Adam, and it's there's a real atmosphere in there.
And we're a stone's throw away from the Institute of Sport, where AJ did so much of his training. Carl Froch too, under the tutelage of Robert McCracken. Wonderful facilities. And Naman Hussein really made the most of those as an amateur champion. He's also got a job, a terrific job, helping the NHS out as a cardiac arrest practitioner. So wonderful to have that alongside your boxing career, and no wonder he's got a huge following.
Absolutely smart kid, you know, in and out of the ring, and he's putting on a great performance here. Controlling things, Quesada trying to fight back, but he's just slowly, systematically getting broken down here by Hussein, who's picking his shots well. He's got that space now under control, working everything from behind the jab, switching the shots downstairs as well. Good work here from Hussein.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Well, it's been counted,
6,
that.
7.
He said it's
8.
a slip. What did you see there?
Nope, no shot was landed there, that's for sure. I don't know
Very odd. Very
what
odd.
happened there. That was very, very strange, and Quesada, that will give him a little bit of hope.
And a right hand, yep, from Quesada. And I'm not on earth what happened, but Michael Alexander took up the count because it had been called. Not sure at all.
No, I'm not sure what happened there. If I'm honest, I didn't see any shots landed.
He definitely implied it was a slip. Lost his footing, Naman Hussein. But it's one knockdown apiece on paper.
Yeah, very strange though, that one. I'm not sure that was a shot landed there, but we'll have to take a look at that in slow-mo.
Right hand, just out of range. Just affected his rhythm a bit, what happened. Naman Hussein has to just shake that off, doesn't it? Use that amateur experience. Just relax a little bit. Just a bit, maybe uptight from that and annoyed that it happened.
Yeah, frustration's going to have set in because it's a knockdown ruled against him and it wasn't a shot that had landed, so maybe thrown him off track a little bit. He needs to get back into the rhythm now, go and have a good fourth and final round because he'll be frustrated with that.
Yeah, shaking his head in the corner.
Let's see if we can take a look here. There you go, no shot landed. Shot was thrown, landed actually on his glove. It was very, yeah, that's a crazy count, bad judgment there from the referee, I've got to say. Yeah, very bad.
Standing in between every round, Naman Hussein. So a 10-8 round against him, even though he dominated the round and shouldn't have had a knockdown called against.
Well, yeah, he dominated the round, so maybe go
10 seconds,
10-9
corners.
in favour of Quesada because it was a round that actually Hussein won. He should have won
Seconds
it quite
out for
clearly,
your
but
fourth
unfortunately
and
that
final
knockdown will
round.
go against him. So, yeah, a bit frustrating that.
Final round, super featherweight division. Although he's coming heavy, Naman Hussein, and looks in immaculate condition. Wants to get down to the super bantamweight division. He's been sparring with Thomas Asomah, doing some really good rounds. And it will be fascinating to see whether Asomah can hang on to that European title he won so oppressively abroad a little later on tonight.
Yep, real fairy tale story coming here from Asomah, who went and won the European title after 8 defeats. Yeah, brilliant stuff. And he's apparently been looking great in the gym, Asomah, and the sparring with Hussein has been brilliant as well.
Body shot from Quesada. He's not giving up here, the Nicaraguan. He's really trying. But the extra finesse, class, accuracy, and boxing technique is with Hussein.
Yeah, lovely 1-2 down the middle there from Hussein as well. Quesada's dangerous on those ropes. He throws those shots in from wide angles and makes him quite dangerous. So Hussein got to keep it together, be careful of the counter punch, but it's nice when he controls that space like that, just keeps that distance, keeps him, uses his reach.
Sweet right hand from Hussein there. He's got himself back together after a shaky third and the strange knockdown that shouldn't have been. Just took him off track, but he's back on it now. He looked really good first couple of rounds, almost as though he might be able to stop Quesada.
Yeah, big knockdown in that second round, and you thought that was the beginning of the end for Quesada, but he used his experience, bit down on his gum shield and come back and had a decent round himself in the third. Maybe never won it apart from the knockdown, but
he's still throwing good shots here, Quesada. Not enough of them, but it's value, it's entertainment, it's good matchmaking. And for Nouman Hussein, it's decent early education.
That's what it's all about, Adam. It's all about development, and that's what Hussein is getting right now. He's getting he's getting a fight where he's getting a lot of experience against someone like Quesada, who knows his way around the ring. He knows all the tricks of the trade, knows how to come back from a knockdown, as we saw there. He's teak tough, and he's standing there, he's trading, he's working the body here of Hussein. And
well, he's got pride, hasn't he, Quesada? Nearly 50 fights under his belt, and he thinks, who's this whippersnapper? Nouman Hussein, the 26-year-old. But he is the one on the way up. He is the one that the Sheffield folk have their eye on. Just a couple of times he's been clipped here, Hussein, but on the whole, a pretty good performance. Certainly first half, he was really exciting. Yeah. And a nice right hand to finish.
Brilliant right hand to finish as well. Yeah, he was just thrown off track a little bit in that third round with that knockdown that was ruled that was not a knockdown, but good workmanlike performance there from Nouman Hussein. I think he got himself back together well, had a good fourth round. He dominated that one, controlled the space well. But Quesada was always in the fight. He was always making it entertaining. Good learning fight for Hussein. He'll look back on this one as he develops and goes on and boxes for titles, which I'm sure he will. But he'll look back on this one and he will have learned a lot from that. That was good experience from him.
Big smile from Nouman Hussein. And why not? That's a good victory for him. He shook off that strange third to finish strongly against a decent journeyman opponent in Alicia Quesada. Well,
ladies and gentlemen, please show your appreciation for both boxers. After 4 rounds of boxing, we go to Michael Alexander's scorecard, which reads 38 points to 36 points in favor of your winner. From Sheffield, the natural, Nouman Hussein.
Well, a rather strange card and a strange couple of minutes in that third round, but Nouman Hussein makes it 5 out of 5, and how he loves it, and we love that.
Yeah, listen, he's a good entertainer, you know, and that's the world we live in right now. Entertainment is a big part of it, and this kid is a little showman, you know, he loves the cameras and he can fight, and I think that was a good learning fight for him.
And when opportunity knocks, you've got to take it. Look at the team around him, people that believe in him. And I wonder if Izzy's got some real plans for Nouman Hussein? How quickly can he be moved?
Well, I think it's all about sort of like developing them, Adam, and I think that, you know, with a kid like Hussein, we know has got that talent, he's got that amateur pedigree that is important as well, and he just needs to be nurtured along slowly, let him learn and, you know, build up the rounds slowly. He's done a 4-rounder tonight. Let's see him slowly progress into 6 rounds, 8 rounds, and getting to the title race, 10 rounds and 12. So, look, plenty of time and plenty of potential, that's for sure, from Hussein.
Well, we want to hear what he thought of that performance, staying undefeated in front of his beloved Sheffield crowd, and he's talking to Ali. Just some sound issues at the moment. We'd love to hear what Nouman felt about that. So Spencer, let's return, see if we can hear now.
Right, you moved
Let's have
to
some
5-0.
audio.
That was quite an eventful fight. Just talk us through it.
Yeah, good fight. Happy I got the win. 5-0 now. The truth is, Izzy keeps complaining. You know, he's struggling to match me with kids my weight. This kid were 2 weights above. So the issue is, he says I keep stopping him, so he says I need to go to rounds this one. Dropped him in the second, but, you know, slow the pace down, want to do the 4 rounds. Hopefully build it up now to 6 and 8 and aiming for a title fight end it, yeah.
Yeah, you had a busy year last year. Are you wanting more of the same this year? And as you say, step up the rounds and also the level of opponent.
Yeah, that's it. You know, big step up opponent for me. So, you know, I'm happy with the performance. A bit laxy-daisy, a bit slow at times, you know. After I've dropped him in the second, I've had a few ups and downs in training, you know. Injured my right hand, so I couldn't really let it go much. So I had to be careful with it. So I just paced the way to the win, but happy with the performance. Don't know what happened in the third, you know. Because he was a southpaw, a bit tricky, you know, stepping on each other's toes. I just lost balance, didn't get hit with a shot, but it is what it is. Fucking learn from it, come back stronger.
Izzy bring you in, another win under his belt, but a tricky build-up to this fight, a few different opponents.
Yeah, you know, it's hard matching you when he's had 3 knockouts out of 4. So as much as Nouman might be disappointed, for me as a promoter, he's going to take a lot from them kind of fights. A tough Nicaraguan opponent who's not, don't get rolled over easy. So they're the kind of fights he's going to have. He can't roll them all over all the time. Obviously, he had a last-minute opponent, 2 opponents that dropped out on him, so they weren't easy, but we've got him a guy a bit heavier than him, but he's shown a lot there. He's shown a lot of heart, composure. Obviously, he phoned me 10 days ago and said, look, my hands hurt. I'm not really too keen. And we had a talk with the coach, and he goes, look, we'll still go ahead with the fight. So credit to him. But listen, this is going to be a busy year for Nouman Hussein. Seriously bag of talent in him. He's got to put a lot of dedication, got a great coach with him. And we're looking for titles in it this year. Brings a big fan base. And listen, this is a future star for Sheffield.
Nouman, final word to you. Just a word for the fans that have come out to support you tonight, because there is a lot of them.
Yeah, just want to say a big shout out to everyone who's turned up, you know, massive noise. Just listen to them, man, amazing. All them horns, wicked, man, wicked. You know, I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for them, so big shout out to my supporters, you know. It means so much to me and I really appreciate it. You know, times are hard nowadays, so for people to spend their hard-earned money and come to watch me fight, you know, it's an honor, it's a pleasure. Just want to say a few last words. You know, there's a lot of badness happening around the world, and you know, I got a lot of stick for this coming up, and I haven't been as vocal as I'd like to be, but yeah, you know, there's a genocide going on, there's people dying, thousands of people around the world, especially those in Palestine, so I just want to say a big shout out, this was for them, and yeah man, free Gaza.
Well done tonight, great performance.
Yeah, so I just want to say all the profits to my
Nouman Hussein thanking the crowd as well, which was really good. You know, the supporters who've paid their hard-earned money, and it's nice to hear that a fighter really takes that with him at home. You know, when he goes away, they'll They'll pay to travel. It's long distances sometimes, and you know, it's terrific. But he felt a little lackluster in that.
Yeah, do you know what? I like that, Adam. I like that kid a lot. You know, he's brilliant in the ring. I think he's going to develop and he will become a champion. But I like what he's like outside of the ring as well. You know, the kid's got morals, and I like that about him. He's a very likeable, very infectious guy, and looking forward to following the rest of his career.
I want to hear more, but there's no time. It's time for boxing again. Back to Aki. We're rolling them out tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now ready for our next contest of the evening. It's 4 3-minute rounds in the welterweight division. Please welcome to the ring first from Newark, Fonz Alexander.
Well, no messing about from this man, Fonz Alexander. 165 fights. He knows his way to the ring. He's in a hurry, Spencer.
Well, he certainly is. This guy has been there,
now,
seen
ladies
it,
and
and done
gentlemen,
it.
please welcome his opponent from right here in Sheffield. It's Owen Durnan.
When I got diagnosed with cancer, I never thought I'd be back in the ring. But now, I'm a return fight. I'm fighting in my home city of Sheffield. February 9th, I'm back. Let's go.
Well, this is another of those amazing tales in boxing. Because Owen Durnan is one amazing young man. You may not know his name, but you will soon know more about his story. The boxing geek from Sheffield. As he keeps the crowd on their toes, and there's plenty of support for this man. Reason being, he's fought his way back from cancer. He's defeated lymphoma, and he is fighting again. It's a wonderful, wonderful testament to his character.
Yep, it really is. What a character, what a man. He's fought back from cancer, he's beat it, and now we see him back in a boxing ring where he belongs.
Ladies and gentlemen, this contest is 4 3-minute rounds in the welterweight division, presented to you by Izzy Azif of GBM Sports in association with broadcast partner talkSPORT. Your officials for this contest, timekeeper at the bell will be Pete Humphrey. Your referee in charge of the action will be A-star referee Howard Foster. And now it's time to meet the boxers. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the blue and silver shorts. He weighed in at 10 stone, 8 pounds, a veteran of the ring, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight, entering his 166th professional contest, coming to us from Newark, Nottinghamshire, please welcome Fonz Alexander. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, wearing the black and flame shorts. He weighed in at 10 stone, 2 pounds and 1 3/4 ounce. He comes to the ring unbeaten as a professional. 1 win, no losses. He fights out of and represents his hometown of Sheffield. Please welcome Owen Durnan.
Okay guys, guys, you know the rules. Keep it clean, break straight away when told. Both watch your heads in close. Good luck to you both. Touch love. Good luck, lads.
So here we go. 4 rounds in the welterweight division. Owen Durnan, the Omen, on the strap of his orange and black
Seconds
trunks.
out.
We remember
Round
one.
Yeah, we certainly do. What a great nickname he's got there.
For those of you who don't, Spencer Oliver was the Omen way back, former European champion alongside me for talkSPORT on YouTube. And here, Owen Durnan in with Fons Alexander, the journeyman from Newark in Nottinghamshire. He has been around a while and he gives it absolutely everything. Fons Alexander.
Yeah, he certainly does. Good operator, Fons Alexander. You don't get to 166 fights without being able to look after yourself a little bit. He knows how to survive in there. Doesn't win them all, often loses them, but always puts up a good contest. He's landed a couple of good shots on Durnan here early on. He looks dangerous on the counter punch. Durnan's got to be careful. He doesn't get caught sitting in that pocket. He's letting his shots go, but he's leaving that southpaw right hand down by his waist, and he's been caught by a couple of left hooks over the top, so he has to be careful there, Durnan. Again, the hook goes in.
Their right hand and a tight defence, the heavily tattooed Alexander. Owen Durnan also has autism on the back of his trunks, just like the Smith brothers do. That's excellent to see, the advertising.
Yep, and supporting autism, which is absolutely great. Durnan now just taking the centre of the ring, settled down just a little bit, found the range a little bit better. Good counter punch there from Alexander. And again, Alexander counter punches well with that right hand. Good stuff.
Yeah, crisp work from Durnan. It's an excellent opening round here at the Cannon Medical Arena in Sheffield. It used to be Don Valley all around here. They've really built it up. Some fantastic facilities. And these youngsters are coming through. Another conveyor belt in Sheffield boxing.
Durnan just looking to switch those attacks to the body. Nice short right hand over the top go there.
Light on his feet as well, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. Just seems to have settled down now, boxing out of that southpaw stance.
Good shot. And again, the hook, but right hand back from Alexander. No wonder he was so hasty into the ring. He's obviously trained hard for this one.
Yeah, he certainly has. Listen, when you've had 165 fights, you train hard for every fight. Trust me, you keep yourself in shape, waiting for that opportunity, waiting for that phone to ring. As you know, Adam, you know these journeymen, they will fight on the day of the call. So they've got to keep themselves in shape. Good hook there again there from Alexander. Durnan has to be careful with that. Good opening round there from Durnan, who took the centre of the ring, but was getting caught on the counter a couple of times. He's boxing out of that southpaw stance and leading with that right hand jab, but bringing it back down too low, and was caught on the counter a couple of times by a hook. Durnan won the first round in my eyes, but Alexander made a good fight of it.
Corners, 10 seconds. Seconds out, round 2.
Well, it's the comeback and it's the fight back from the life-altering scare of cancer for Owen Durnan, who had Hodgkin's lymphoma. He found a lump in his neck when he went to a dentist for a routine appointment, and he thought that his life was finished. But amazing that he's with us, that the cancer got treated quickly, that he got free of it, and that he's fought his way back to return to the game and the sport that he loves in boxing, and whatever he does from here, it's just brilliant to see him with us.
Absolutely, and Durnan started this round very well. I don't know what they told him in that corner, but it would have went somewhere along the lines of sort yourself up and liven yourself up, because that was not a particularly good first round, even though you won it. But he started this second round very, very well, working well behind the jab, switching the shots up, and that left hand out of the southpaw stance is getting through as well. Good start to the second round here from Durnan.
Yeah, Alexander out of range, and a jab to the body. Sharper and more aware here now, and trying different things out, and now some kidology from Alexander. Not quite what we saw from him in the first round. This is better from Owen Durnan.
Yeah, Alexander trying to answer it with a couple of right hands of his own, but Durnan in control here in the second round. Little smile from Alexander there. Body shot again from Durnan. This is good stuff. He just seems to be finding a rhythm here.
Just beckoning him in there. Fons Alexander in those sparkly blue trunks that have seen a few rings around the country.
Yep, he certainly has. Have Gumshield will travel. If the phone rings, he's there. Fight anyone, anywhere. That's what he loves. That's the real backbone of British boxing. Boxing needs people like Alexander, and he's putting up a good contest here, to be fair.
Alexander Anderson, his real name. Fons has become the one we know him for. The Sheffield youngster beginning to put his punches together with more authority and good defence as well. Spies have said that they've really been impressed with Owen Durnan in the gym.
Yep, he's been performing well in the gym apparently, and he's starting to showcase those skills now here in the second round. There you go again, working the body, and you just suspect Alexander may be feeling the weight of those body shots because he's bending over more now, and he's looking a little bit more erratic now, Alexander.
Gets a fabulous round that from the Omen, sending out a message to Fons Alexander. He was crisp, he was quality.
Yep, he certainly was. Just turned the screw a little in that second round. Didn't have a particularly good start, Durnan. He was a little bit sloppy, getting caught by silly shots, but the second round he got his act together, got his game together, worked well behind the jab, switched the attacks particularly well to the body as well. Alexander was trying to respond, but good second round from Durnan.
Corners, 10 seconds. Seconds out, round 3.
Third round and second professional fight for Owen Durnan, the Omen from Sheffield, in the black and orange with those cool boots as well. Boxed well in the last 3 minutes. And Fons Alexander, the well past a centurion, 165 fights, only 8 victories, but just been stopped 6 times. He's tough as old boots.
He's tough. He is tough, the Fons, and he's got a bit of pride as well because he's come out and he's trying to fire back here, Alexander. Credit where credit's due. He's giving it a go, loading up with that right hand.
Do you know who he fought on his debut, Alexander? Remember the name Youssef Al-Hamidi?
I do.
He had as many fights as him, didn't he?
That's going back some time. Wow.
Good work from Alexander, backed up on the ropes, but better from Durnan, better. Excellent variety. Kell Brook is a big fan, really rates him.
Yep, just started to dig his heels in here. Owen Durnan letting those shots go, loading up to the body. It's good stuff from Durnan. He's just controlling stuff here, working well. Body shots going again, really whips those in.
Yeah, with mean intentions. Venomous body shots. And a nice uppercut in there. Just traps Alexander momentarily in the neutral corner. That's where he wants him. Alexander using his physical size and experience just to get out of trouble. Got a big weight advantage in there. 10-8 to Owen Durnan's 10-2. So just have to be clever here, doesn't he, the Omen?
Yep, he certainly does. He can't afford to take any risks because Alexander, who knows his way around that ring and does carry a little bit of a whack, will make him pay for it. He's got that experience. But Durnan doing the right thing here, working the body, trying to bring the arms down of the Fonz so he can get those shots off over the top. And he looks like he's enjoying himself in there right now, Durnan. Body shots going in again.
Yeah, first round was a slow start, but he's really got into gear and he's really concentrating here and boxing well. And he's sickening Fonz Alexander. Flowing, there's a rhythm now. Beautiful.
Yep, just creating the opportunities, creating the openings here. Oh, just a little bit of showmanship.
Looking out the ring, let's get over to Ali, who's with Ebony Bridges.
Yes, I am, Ebony. You're sat ringside watching all the fights. Just talk about the atmosphere and the setup in here tonight.
Honestly, like, I love this arena. I think it's the best thing coming to this arena. It's already packed out, you know. It's unreal, the atmosphere here. I love these GBM shows, and it's getting better and better. I've pretty much been to everyone, you know, and I really think they're getting better and better. I think the word's getting out, and it's really exciting.
You live in Sheffield, and how good is it to have shows like this happening in Sheffield, showcasing the local talent?
Oh, it's so good. I mean, we're lucky to have it in Sheffield because it's the only place that has it. Because there's nowhere else that has these kind of shows, like for the smaller hall kind of shows. It's like small hall, but not really. It's like, it's the same vibes and feeling. It's like setting the guys up for, you know, those big, like big style fights. It's really exciting.
Might we see you on one of these shows soon?
Hey, maybe. I never know. I might have to do an appearance one day.
Brilliant. We'll enjoy the rest of the show. Back to Adam.
Yeah, it's great to see Ebony here. She's a big supporter of Stevie Levy, who's on later in a really interesting fight with Dorota Norek. And to have someone like Ebony, you know, speaking about GBM sports in that way, she's been at every show. She's all over the place, isn't she? And she really loves it here.
Yeah, she certainly does. You know, she's a big supporter of GBM, Izzy Azif, and what he's trying to achieve and giving these people opportunities, you know, not just the males, the females as well. And Ebony's a big supporter of that. You know, she supports and sponsors some of the younger fighters. So, yeah, she's an advocate of all these shows and what Izzy's all about, which is great.
Just going on a wander here, Owen Durnan. He's boxed well, in patches very well. Maybe they have just a bit of difficulty in that gym, keeping him focused, keeping him right, because he's got all the moves.
Yeah, he certainly has. I think it's all about experience with Durnan. You know, he's only had one contest. So, for me, I think he's performing really well against a very experienced campaigner in Fonz Alexander. 166th fight. That's right, you heard me, 166. So, Durnan is doing a good job here.
And Alexander's still throwing leather. Second fight just for Owen Durnan, and the last one against Jensen Irving. He was the away fighter and he got the victory. Now at home. His debut here in Sheffield. In the Roger Sampson stable. Just be given a little time here, the gum shield out.
Yep, little right hand, little right hook landed there. And that landed and knocked the gum shield straight out of his mouth. A lovely little shot and a little reminder, Adam, from Alexander to say, listen, mate, don't take any liberties, don't switch off because I'll make you pay.
And that's what these seasoned journeymen are all about. They earn their money. Another right hand from Alexander. And they have to entertain as well as defend themselves, because otherwise the promoters won't ask them back.
Straight back into the driving seat though from Durnan. Works the shots well, head, body, movement as well. And Alexander being made to miss there. Good work here from Durnan.
But look at him battling as well. Fons Alexander wielding in the hooks. It's a bit agricultural, but I tell you what, he's got some grit and determination. He's an absolute pleasure to have on the scene.
Yep, he really is, you know. He makes a fight of every fight he's in, always entertaining, and that's what I said. You know, it's the real heart of the sport, really, these guys. Without these guys, you know, boxing probably wouldn't exist.
Well, it couldn't, with the prospects needing these sort of experiences, the rounds, the styles, the awkwardness. That's why there's so few knockouts early on. They know how to tuck themselves up. Great finish to the round from the Omen. And, yep, Fons Alexander gives him a little hug and says, yep, I respect you. I bet he thinks he's one of the better ones he's fought. And Fons Alexander did his bit over the 4 rounds, put his grit and determination in. But at times, there was some real classy work from Owen Durnan.
Yep, there was. And this was some of the action in that 4th round. Durnan, you know, was putting some good shots together. That was the hook that landed, that knocked the gum shield out of Durnan's mouth. That was a little reminder to say, listen, son, don't take any liberties. I'm still in this one till the final bell. But then Durnan turned it around. He landed some good shots, turned it up a little bit, and it was a great finish.
Let's get the result.
Ladies and gentlemen, please show your appreciation for both boxers. After 4 rounds of boxing, we go to Howard Foster's scorecard, which reads 40 points to 36 points in favor of your winner from Sheffield, Owen Durnan.
Owen Durnan gets it all 4 rounds, 40-36. Decent effort from Fons Alexander, as always, but it's a nice hometown win and enjoy that.
Yep, great performance there, great experience for Owen Durnan. That's exactly what he needed. Fons Alexander, as we know, is teak tough, and it's great to see him passing on some advice here to Durnan.
What will he be saying in there?
Listen, he'll be telling him what a good talent he is, and you know, just to keep his feet planted firmly on the ground and work hard. Cheats get found out. Don't cut any corners. Do not leave any stones unturned, because you'll get found out.
A good 12 minutes of experience for the Omen. Great to see him looking so well, promoting autism, a great cause as well, to help keep that support and notice. Wonderful what the Smith brothers have done as well in regards to their sister. And let's get to Ali, who is with Owen now.
Owen, what a performance there. Your 2nd outing as a pro, 2nd win under your belt. But how was your hometown debut?
It was a different experience, more nerves, but I just hope I impressed. I felt good. I'm my biggest critic, so I know I can do better. So next time you look, you'll be like, yeah, he's come on loads, but it's not. It's just, I've always had it. It's just showcasing my skill. Obviously, from the amateurs to professionals, it's a different sport completely. So I just need to take my time and then let my shots go.
Is that what the instructions were that were coming from the corner throughout those rounds?
Just have fun. Obviously, with like 2-3 years out of the ring completely, I just need to get back in and just, I wouldn't say I need to fall in love with the sport again, but I just need to have that same sort of love that I left off. Obviously, I was on a high. I boxed in the national championships, got to the final. We all thought I won. Everyone knows I won, so fuck that guy. But that's where I know I can be. I can be at the top level of the country, so I just need to showcase my skill next time.
Izzy, how good was it to see a performance like that from Owen tonight?
Oh, this is a special one for everybody around Owen. I know most of you know Owen's gone through a tough time in the last 18 months. I'm so proud of him being here. Just to get into through the ropes is a massive achievement. Listen, Owen Durnan's got serious talent. Honestly, a future world champion if you want. Kid Callahan said it, Kell Brook. Everybody in Sheffield knows how good this kid is, yeah? And ladies and gents, let's give a round of applause for the battle he's been through. And what he's got just to come here is a massive achievement. His mum has kept in touch with me. I know how badly Owen wants it, and it makes me proud that I'm promoting him in Sheffield. And listen, let's get behind him. Owen Durnan is a future world champion. And I don't dash world champion out loud, but he's got to work hard, a lot of hard dedication, and the right matches, the right time, and he can go all the way.
No discredit to Fonz, by the way. He's a tough cookie. There's no way he's stopping a person like that. He's been in the game for ages, so hats off to Fonz. Obviously don't need it, but thank you for sharing the ring with me.
Well done, great performance.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now ready for our next contest. It's 6 3-minute rounds in the super featherweight division. Please welcome to the ring first, from Nicaragua, Kevin Trana. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome his opponent from right here in Sheffield, El Fraco, Frack Ali.
In this one, I know I've been hearing stuff. Izzy, you've been getting phone calls saying, yo, Izzy, why have you put Frack in with Kevin Trana? This is the guy he wants to mess with. And when I hear that, I just get excited, I get a buzz out of it, because when I'm under pressure and I'm on the back foot, I've got to perform. I've got a lot of pressure on me in this fight. Put it like this, if I don't beat Kevin Trana, I will stop boxing after this point onwards. Wow. And that's how much pressure I'm putting on myself. I said to you, if this year I don't get a title or I don't get myself in that position, I'll stop. Because what am I doing it for?
I'll put it all on the line. It's time to step up, turn heads, and show everyone I'm the real deal.
One of the originals from the GBM stable. El Fraco. Farajak Frack Ali. Edging towards title contention. 8 straight wins. And he's raring to go. Another Sheffield fighter on this big night for the Steel City.
Yep, certainly is. And Frack Ali now 8-0 as a professional. And high hopes for Frack, who really can fight, as you say, come through the GB system and the GB squad. And looking forward to seeing him perform tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, this contest is 6 3-minute rounds in the super featherweight division, presented to you by Izzy Azif of GBM Sports in association with broadcast partner talkSPORT. Your officials for this bout: timekeeper at the bell will be Chris Hancock, and your referee in charge of the action will be A-star referee Michael Alexander. And now it's time to meet the boxers. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the red and white shorts, He weighed in at 9 stone, 7 pounds, 3 ounces. 29 professional contests to his name, including 15 wins. 9 of those wins coming by way of knockout. From Bratislava, Slovakia, by way of Nicaragua, please welcome Kevin Trana. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner. Wearing the white and black shorts, he weighed in at 9 stone, 6 pounds, 2 ounces. He comes to the ring unbeaten as a professional. 8 wins, no losses. He fights out of and represents his hometown of Sheffield. Please welcome El Fracco Ali.
Right, lads, you both know the rules, so let's just have a good, clean fight, okay? Most of them to defend yourselves at all times. Touch close.
Michael Alexander from Doncaster, the referee. Former fighter himself. And conducting over this super featherweight matchup. Frak Ali looking for his
Round
9th straight victory. In with Kevin Trana. Izzy Asif, the promoter, says this will be the fight of the night, or certainly the undercard clash.
Yep. High expectations from this fight. Frak Ali comes with a great reputation, but Kevin Trana comes with a reputation as well. He can be dangerous, and on his night, he can cause an upset as well.
You're far more experienced. 15 victories in his 29 fights. He's got 9 by knockout. He can really punch this Nicaraguan, who's a little bit heavier as well at 9'7". Frak Ali 9'6", but looking in great shape, and that wide stance, Spencer.
Yep, tall, rangy. Frak Ali needs to use those attributes tonight. He needs to keep the distance, control the space, because Kevin Trana, we know, likes to have a fight. He works well inside.
Lovely jab and body shot from Frak Ali, but it just woke Kevin Trana up. These two styles could blend well here.
Yep, Trana just landed a nice right hand over the top as well there from Ali, who has the height and reach, but can't afford to stand too tall, because as you can see now, Trana can fight and he knows how to mix it up on the inside.
Yeah, quick hands up close from Trana, and a real mean look as well, as he comes to try and shake up GBM sports star Frak Ali and inflict the first professional defeat on his record. Frak Ali says he'll pack it in if he loses to Kevin Trana. What's the point? So he's got high hopes, big ambitions.
Yeah, he certainly has. But Trana, as we've seen, or as you can see, has that bullish sort of style. This is where he likes to be. He likes to be in a dogfight, and that's what he's going to try and do, draw Frak Ali into that fight. Ali needs to keep the distance here, keep the space, and control things and fight on his terms when he wants to.
It's always good to watch, isn't he, Trana? Especially, as you say, when he gets inside. He's got quality there, the speed and those sort of short arms with the quick hooks.
Yes, the angles, Adam, that he creates on the inside. You know, he swings the hooks around wide and throws the uppercuts through the middle. Dangerous fighter, because the shots you don't see hurt. And that's what Ali's got to be careful here.
He needs that strong jab here, Frak Ali. Just wincing there. Complaining about a clash of heads. Kevin Trana. Yeah, back to his boxing. At range and on the outside is where Ali wants to be.
Yep, decent, entertaining opening round, that one. Ali probably shaded. Just got the better of, but Trana proved that he's more than capable and a dangerous fighter. He likes to fight on the inside. He likes to let those hooks go, those uppercuts through the middle. Ali needs to keep this at range now. He's got to be sensible in what he does. Can't afford to take any risks, because you can guarantee that Trana is going to force this one and push it. He's come here in great shape and he's going to give it a go. Interesting first round, but first round for me, for Frak Ali.
10 seconds, corners. Seconds out, round 2.
Fantastic Friday fight night of action here on a busy weekend for British boxing. A couple of big shows down south tomorrow, but all eyes at the moment on the Steel City. We're watching Frak Ali, or Frak Ali as he's better known. He's in the white and black, and the black boots, and wear white and red of Kevin Trana from Nicaragua, who's lost his last few, but he was unbeaten in his first 8. So it's weird how careers can go, and you just settle into a sort of mentality, don't you, if you start losing a few, but sometimes you just turn it around with a couple of upsets.
They certainly do. You know, these guys are tough. You bring them over, Nicaragua, they're tough guys, and Trana sees this as a big opportunity, and he's going to want to take that O from Frak Ali, and as you can see, he's very dangerous, Adam, especially with that right hand over the top. Again, the right hand lands.
Yeah, terrific from Kevin Trana. Growing in confidence here.
I tell you,
Ali's going to have to back him up, isn't he?
Yeah, I tell you what, Adam, he's starting to draw Frak into a dogfight here, and that's what he wants. Frak needs to keep this at range for as long as possible.
That's what we want.
That's what we're going to get, my friend. I can guarantee that, because Trana is not leaving him alone. He is on him.
Well, that's what Izzy was saying to us earlier, that he wants to come into a fight night and not know who's going to win, and all the guys on the left beat all the guys on the right. No, he wants to shake it up a bit and test his prospects.
Well, we're going to find out tonight whether Frak Ali has not just got the boxing skills and boxing ability, but whether he's got the grit, the determination, and more importantly, that psychological side, that mental strength.
There was a good right hand that went in there from Trana, who's doing very well here in the second. And again, just dangerous, and Ali looking for some boxing rhythm, but not being allowed to get it. He's just on top of him, Kevin Trana, at the moment.
Yep, he's landed a couple of good right hands over the top, Trana, and Ali starting to recognise he's in a real fight here, and it's going to be a dogfight.
And he's missing as well, not really landing clean in the second round.
Yep, not stepping in with that front foot no more, Ali. We saw that in the first round where he was committing himself, stepping in. Now he's not stepping in with that shot. Just tells you the confidence maybe just starting to leave him a little bit, not believing in himself, because as he steps in, he's getting caught with those right hands over the top, and it's been a tough round for Ali.
It's one apiece, isn't it?
Yep, definitely agree with that, Adam. I think Trana, he started landing some good right hands, and Ali started to look a little bit disorganised in that second round. He's going to have to get himself back together, get himself back behind that jab, keep it at distance, work well, use the perimeter of the ring. Don't stand still with Kevin Trana, because that's where he wants you, that's where he wants to be. He likes that fight on the inside, the little body shots, uppercuts, hooks over the top. So Ali needs to get back to his boxing here, or he's going to find himself in a very difficult, very tough fight.
Ten seconds, corners. Seconds out, round 3.
Interesting 6-round battle in the 9-stone 4 super featherweight division. Frak Ali coming off a victory over Christian Lopez Flores here in October. Undefeated to date. 29 And so is Kevin Trana at 29, and how they've led different careers, different lives. The Nicaraguan, who is now in Slovakia, I think he lives.
Yeah, listen, it's a tough life, a tough upbringing. You have to fight. If you're from Nicaragua, that's a tough part of the world. And this kid, you can see, has that in him. He's got that fight, that dog in him, and that's what you need to become a good fighter. And
well, we remember that madman Ricardo Mayorga, don't we?
Exactly. There you go. I rest my case. You've said it all.
Many of the Nicaraguans have come over to Europe in recent years. Plenty of fighters based in Spain now. Al Siesta, doesn't he do a great job in getting good fights, good opponents, good stars actually through. The people behind the scenes that you might not hear about.
Listen, Al Siesta's a great matchmaker. He does a great job, works for Boxer as well, and puts on some great fights and brings over some great opponents. That is the most important thing here. When we're talking about stuff, that is the important thing.
And he always dresses smartly, as he is tonight.
Yeah.
There he is.
He's
tucked in by Izzy.
You definitely won't miss him. He's the guy in a loud, bright suit.
Meanwhile, these two have got to try and force their own style on each other. One, the orthodox technician, the other, the up-close brawler. Who is going to prevail here? Frak Ali has this undefeated record on the line. Kevin Trana doesn't care one jot about that. But is he good enough, Trana, over the 6?
Well, that's what we're going to find out, Adam. One thing I can guarantee, he'll still be standing there at the end of the 6th. He's a tough guy, and Ali, he's starting to force this a little bit now. He recognises this is going to be a tough night.
Just a little mark under the right eye. Some swelling of Trana. Nothing too serious. Nothing like the Tyson Fury savage cut last week.
No, they're very unfortunate for boxing fans there. Fury out now until May the 18th. Is that going to be long enough for Fury to get through that training camp? We'll have to see.
Kick in the guts for boxing fans, but there will be a fight in May. The undisputed unified heavyweight championship. We need to see it, and we need to see more young stars coming through. Here's a guy who I think could be a real star. Callum Simpson with Ali.
Sat ringside, enjoying the show. How is it going so far? You go to a lot of shows.
Yeah, I always try and support, whether it's small old shows or I'm at pretty much every box. I've not missed a boxer show since I've been there. I try to get to amateur shows as well. I'm making me amateur to getting myself, but hopefully I'll fight date announced soon. But GBM is putting another massive show on. Great show again as always. I think I missed the last one that I did here, but I'm glad that I've been able to get to this one.
Yeah, because no matter what show I'm at, I always see you turn up. You're always supported. And how good is that for the up and coming prospects that are on these shows?
Yeah, especially amateur shows that I go to, even these shows. I always like to give a bit a little chatty chin before, or then after the fight as well. And tonight I'm supporting Shaquille Thompson. We're both managed by Kevin Marie, so looking forward to his fight tonight.
Round 4. Brilliant. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Yeah, Kevin Marie was telling me earlier that the two fighters that he always believed were going to be special from his stable, Callum Simpson, and later on you'll see the other, Shaquille Thompson, or SHAK Thompson, Dr. Steele. He's really excited about the pair of them. Callum Simpson, I think he's doing really well in his development.
Yep, certainly believe that Callum Simpson's going to go on and be a star of the future.
He's got a bit of star quality about him, doesn't he? Sounds a little bit like Kell Brook.
He don't sound a little bit like Kell Brook. He sounds exactly like Kell Brook. In fact, I thought that was Kell Brook.
Oh, we hope Cal will come down tonight. I didn't see him at Johnny Nelson's foundation dinner last week, but he is such a hero in these parts, Kell Brook. And I know one or two of these fighters on the bill were at Bramall Lane when he lost to Errol Spence. That big outdoor night in Sheffield, and we've had so many, haven't we, in the Sheffield arena. Probably the peak of Hamed's career against Jose Badillo that night where he was untouchable was here in Sheffield on the full Monty. These two toughing it out, scrapping it out.
Yeah, big right hand just went in there from Trana. Ali, got to be careful. Just looked like he was getting a foothold in this contest, taking control, and then Trana, big right hand, give him a little bit of hope and just turning it on again. This is a great, great contest, this one.
Yeah, it's a really good scrap. It's exactly what this card needed. Right and left from Trana, just beginning to hold on there. Here's Frak Ali. It's close, this, isn't it?
Yep, another big right hand from Trana again. He's landing the eye-catching shots in this round. Ali trying to go with him, but he's being drawn into Trana's fight.
Good work there from Ali, though. He's going to have to tough it out to get his 9th victory. But it's pockets of work, and Trana keeps coming back. Right hand from Ali. Tough round to score this one.
Yeah, both guys having their success. The eye-catching stuff really come from Trana in this round. He's landed the good right hands over the top, but Ali just keeps chipping away, plugging away, making it a good round. Good left hook going in there from Trana as well.
Fantastic round of boxing here in Sheffield on the GBM Sports Night on talkSPORT YouTube. I hope you're enjoying it at home, because we're enjoying it at ringside as Frak Ali digs in another left hook. What a 3 minutes.
Yep, really is. Both guys now starting to bite down on their gum shields. This is what boxing's all about. Another good right hand goes in from Trana. Good left hook comes back from Ali. Good round of boxing. Difficult to score that one, Adam. Trana raises his hands. He feels pleased with himself in that round and may have done enough to steal it.
I think he might have nicked it. I think it could be even Stevens. It's certainly all to fight for, and this the first one on the card that goes 6 rounds, not 4. So who has got the stamina, who has got that maybe edging quality over the last 6 minutes? You'd have thought Frak Ali, but the way Kevin Trana's come into this, he's like a steam train.
Well, this is it. Ali has definitely got the quality, we know that. He's got, you know, the pedigree. But it's not all about quality and pedigree when you get into these last couple of rounds, the penultimate rounds. It's about, you know, the mindset.
10 seconds,
who's
corners.
mentally strong, because it's turning into a dogfight.
When you had tough fights, I remember the wonderful one with Patrick Mullings, of
Seconds
course,
out.
probably fight
Round
of the year
5.
domestically. When you were in trouble, how did you put yourself together and come back and bite down on that gum shield? What gives you that second wind?
I tell you what it was, that I left no stone unturned. I said it earlier in the broadcast. I said, you know, if you know you've competed every run and you've done every sparring session, every training session, every sit-up, you know then that if you're tired, your opponent's got to be tired. He hits you with 3, you hit him with 4. So, you know, it's a message for any young fighter that's out there. Leave no stone unturned. Listen, we're all human. You can only get so fit. It comes down to the mental, psychological side of things in those penultimate rounds. Who wants it most? Who can bite down on their gum shield most? And that's what this is coming down to here.
Good work from Ali, but good work from Trana back. Ali just trying to get the distance so he can put his better combinations into effect. But Kevin Trana just will not be.
Yeah, he will not be denied. He will not go away. Trana, this is, you know, in his makeup.
Absolutely.
This is where he likes it.
He just will be in there, in the midst of it, all the way through, sweat pouring out of those white and red trunks. Just a defiance spat out from Kevin Trana tonight. What a good little scrap.
Yeah, it really is. You know, for the boxing purists, they'll be appreciating this. Both guys giving it their all. Tough fight. What Trana lacks in technical ability, he makes up for in heart, grit, determination, and the will to win. Ali now has to use his boxing brain. He's got to try and nick these last couple of rounds, because on our scorecard anyway, this is quite close.
I mean, really moving towards early title contention. Frak Ali needs to keep that momentum going. Find something in these last few minutes to just deflate Kevin Trana.
I'm not sure that's possible. I don't think that's in Trana's makeup. I don't think that he knows how to be deflated.
Do you think it's Frak Ali's lack of power? No knockouts on the slate so far, and maybe he can't nail Trana.
Well, listen,
with a shot that sort of hurts him and just it makes him doubt himself.
Listen, when you lack the power, and perhaps Frak Ali does lack that power, which would suggest why he's got no knockouts on his record, he has to use his attributes, and his attributes are boxing, keep it at range, keep that distance, don't get drawn into a dogfight. So whatever way this goes, it's going to be a good experience for Ali. But
nice uppercut from Frak Ali, but hands as well from Kevin Trana. And he runs back to the corner, celebrating. Kevin Trana believes he's in front. Michael Alexander, the referee, will be the one who scores the fight. That's the only card that matters, of course. Would he be putting 10-9 in to the red corner or to the blue corner, Spencer, on that one?
I tell you what, Adam, this fight, whatever way you went in that 5th round, which was a tough round to score as well, but whatever way you went, this fight could depend and could be won and lost on this 6th and final round. It's tough to call.
How did you score it?
I lean towards Trana. I think he done just enough. The cleaner work may have won him the round.
10 seconds, corners.
And Ali may need something big here in this 6th round to get something out of it. Listen,
Second
couple of
round
rounds have been close. Could have gone either way, but the way I'm seeing it, Ali needs something good here.
Team Trana believe their man is in front, and it would be an upset. Frak Ali, the home fighter. But that's what Izzy Asif wanted. His prospects tested. Let's see what you've got. And you'll learn from this. A defeat's not the end, as we well know.
Yep. A defeat can sometimes be the making of a fighter. It's how they come back from that defeat. It determines how their career goes. Not saying that Ali has been defeated yet, but what we're saying is this is close. It's going to be a great learning fight, whichever way this one goes for Frak Ali. He would have learnt a lot from this guy, Kevin Trana, because he's tough and he's made him fight. Good right hand again there from Trana.
Well, he sustained it from first bell, hasn't he? Kevin Trana hasn't let up. He's been swarming all over Frak Ali. So there's no rhythm. There's no time for combinations. And he hasn't been afraid of that jab or the power.
Nice left hook went in there from Ali. Trana walked into that one. Trana starting to just hold a little bit now.
He's got the flashier shots, Ali, no question about that. But it's about what lands. And Kevin Trana has thrown so much leather, and much of it has got through.
Yep, Trana's been very successful with that right hand, especially over the top. Good work on the inside from Trana as well. Ali works well from distance, but getting drawn too much for my liking into a dogfight. It's not where Ali is at his best.
Both centre ring, telephone box stuff, suiting Trana, good body shots. Ali comes back with a right hand, but Kevin Trana believes he's got this one. The away fighter from Nicaragua, based in Slovakia. Is he going to upset the script here? Frak Ali. He's being bellowed at by his corner. They know it's close. They know he might be in for the first defeat of his career. And Izzy Asif is looking very downbeat over at the other side of the ring.
Yep, certainly looking worried over there. We're just coming up to 30 seconds left in this 6th and final round. It's going to be interesting to see which way this goes, Adam. One thing I can guarantee is it's close. Trana has been pushing it all the way. Left hook goes in as well. Ali starting to push it. He recognises now he needs a big finish.
Credit to both fighters. A cracking 6-rounder here in Sheffield on this cold February Friday night. And it's going to go right to the bell. The two of them could have 10 rounds, 12 rounds. But it's got to stop at 6. And the action has been fast and furious, and Kevin Trana believes he's got it. Frak Ali raises his arm aloft, and it will come down to Michael Alexander. Wow, how have you got it? And how do you think that Michael, with all his experience, will see it.
Do you know what? It's a tough one to call. Really is. Trana was pushing it. Ali done well as well. You know, the 5th round was close, 6th round was close. Ali had his moments. Trana had the most eye-catching punches. Will that be the difference, Adam, in victory here, in winning or losing? Will it be the eye-catching work from Trana, the little work on the inside, or did Ali do enough to get over the line? But I'm not sure which way this goes. It's going to be an interesting one.
Frak Ali, the GBM sporting protege. Good fight. Good experience
Ladies
for Frak Ali.
and gentlemen, please show
Who's
your
got it?
appreciation for both boxers. After 6 rounds of boxing, we go to referee Michael Alexander's scorecard, which reads 57 points to 57 points even. This contest is scored a draw.
Round of applause from Izzy Asif. A draw. Frak Ali keeps his unbeaten record intact slightly. I had Kevin Trana winning, but he knew he was the away fighter. It sometimes comes down to that. Maybe a bit of what you like. I just thought he did more. Anyway, Frak Ali, pockets of good flashy skills and a real learning fight.
Yeah, I can totally understand that draw there. For us, it was all on that last round. We had Trana maybe a point up, and it was what you know what you're going for. Michael Alexander weren't far away there anyway with that draw. Both guys done well there. They left it all in the ring. Great contest. That's what boxing is all about. And Ali keeps his undefeated record, which is most important for him.
It was a perler of a 6-rounder. Action all the way. And let's get over to Ali to see how Frak Ali did.
Frak, not the result that you wanted, but did you think you'd done enough to get the win at the end of that fight?
Yeah, I think I took about a point or two, but it was close. I'm not stupid. I know everything what was going on. He was a good kid. End of the day, for my 8th fight, I wanted to test myself. At the end of the day, when you push yourself, when other people don't believe in you, you've got to believe in yourself. So that's why I took this kid. And as you can see, I'm not scared to just throw in the middle of the ring. I will give it a go, and I won't stop. So yeah, I've done myself proud anyway. I didn't get the result, but I'm sure a lot of people can see that I've got a lot of heart, and that's what boxing's about. It's not all about skill. It's about how determined you are and how much of a heart you've got to get through tough times. So yeah, I've done myself proud. I've not got the result, but it's boxing for you. I took up a gamble, and this is what you get. Simple.
Izzy will bring you in. Is that the result that you expected when the bell went?
Listen, I had Frak up by a round or two, and a few of the ringside guys did. But listen, it was a tough fight. We always knew this was a bit of a step up for Frak. Tough guy who's had 75% knockout ratio. But listen, this kid wants these kind of fights, and he'll go again.
Pretty much as a loss, but I learned from that. I want to step up from this kid next as well. I don't want another tick over just to get a win. That's not me, man. End of the day, I'm lying to myself and I'm lying to everyone else who's buying tickets. End of the day, you know what I mean? I said to people, don't give me praise for taking this fight, because I'm a fighter and I should do, and I've done what every fighter should do. Take a fight where it's a 50-50 fight, and you're doubting yourself sometimes when you go in bed, you're anxious. But yeah, that's what I live for. End of the day, I'm one of them kids. I want to live life with no regrets, and I'm happy, man. End of the day, I've done a lot of things what people would have thought I've never done. So yeah, I'm living the dream, and end of the day, whatever happens from this point onwards, I'm a happy man. So yeah, you know what I mean? It is what it is. I'd just like to thank Izzy for the opportunity, and yeah, inshallah, hopefully we'll go again.
We'll look forward to seeing what's next.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now ready for our next bout, and it is our first title fight of the evening. 10 2-minute rounds in the super bantamweight division for the vacant EBU silver super bantamweight title. And now let me introduce to you first to the ring from Poznan, Poland, Dorota Norek. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome her opponent. She comes to us from Kings Lynn, Norfolk. It's Super Stevie Levy.
Been putting in the work, waiting for this opportunity. I'm ready to step up and take what's mine. And the new.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is our co-main feature bout of the evening, presented to you by Izzy Aziv of GBM Sports in association with broadcast partner talkSPORT. It's 10 2-minute rounds for the vacant EBU Silver Super Bantamweight title. Your officials for this contest: EBU representative Domingo Matas. Your steward in charge from the British Boxing Board of Control is Josh Sadler. Your judges at ringside are John Jonah Fernandez, Hugues Hellebaut, Jürgen Langos. And your referee in charge of the action will be Marco Marzuoli. And now, ladies and gentlemen, your officials are ready. Your boxers are ready. Our viewers on talkSPORT are ready. Let me ask you, are you ready for some action? Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the blue and white shorts, official weight 8 stone, 9 pounds, 1 ounce. She comes to the ring with a professional record of 7 wins, 3 defeats. One of her wins comes by way of knockout. She comes to us from Poznan, Poland. Please welcome Dorota Norek. And her opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, wearing the white shorts. Her official weight, 8 stone, 9 pounds, 5 ounces. Her professional record, 9 wins, 2 defeats. She is a former European title challenger. She comes to us from King's Lynn in Norfolk, please welcome Super Stevie Levy.
No punch here and no punch here. Attenzione alla capezza. Good luck.
Well, we've seen some ring walks over the years, and dancing alongside her son Morgan, Stevie Levy, terrific character, extremely popular, and
seconds out,
coming back from a European title loss. Can she pick up this EBU silver super bantamweight title? Dorota Norek up against her. And you've been looking at Norek, haven't you? The 34-year-old. She's been a kickboxer. Decent record as a boxer, 7 wins in 10. This could be very good.
Yep, Norek knows her way around the ring, that's for sure. Likes to box on the outside, work everything behind that jab. And Stevie Levy, we know, is the one that's a little terrier. She likes to come forward and she likes to mix it up. She can be wild at times, and that makes for entertaining fights. So this has the ingredients of being a good one, but Norek is no pushover.
Looking for that right hand early. Super Stevie Levy. And the crowd really buzzing. And what I've noticed, Spencer, tonight is that everyone's staying for every fight. It's like a whole entertaining show, isn't it?
That's what it is, Adam. That's exactly what it is. You know, the place was packed from the opening bell. And, yep, everybody's loving this in there tonight.
2,000 packed into the Cannon Medical Arena here in the Steel City of Sheffield. Clinton Woods, former world champion, a couple of rows behind us alongside Buster Keaton. Remember him?
I certainly do, yeah. Two great guys, big characters of the sport back in the day. Just interviewed Ebony Bridges over the other side of the ring for us as well. This has really attracted a lot of past and present fighters.
Ebony, a big supporter of Stevie Levy, who's in fight number 12. Was hoping for an English title against the other Ebony, Ebony Jones. That didn't happen. This did. That's boxing. And it could be a very, very good replacement.
Good right hand there. Just landed from Stevie Levy. Nice positive start from Levy. Boxed well, took her time, and was picking the shots more than I've seen her in the past, to be fair. She was looking for the openings. She was respecting her opponent and done enough in that round to win it for me. Good start there from Levy.
And there's another heavyweight from around these parts, Dave Allen, who's given us drama, excitement, thrills, spills, some strange performances, some fabulous interviews, and now he's emerging as a really good trainer around these ways, and Stevie Levy will be absorbing all that experience.
Yep, she will, and she's going to need all that experience tonight against Norek as well. Norek is one of those tough girls who's got experience of her own, and she's come to win tonight, Norek, so Levy has to get this one right.
Second of 10, the 10 2-minute rounds. Of course, they go by quickly. Venom on the silver trunks of the pink-haired Dorota Norek from Poland, which is where Stevie Levy lost her European title challenge. 2 defeats on the slate for Levy. How far can she go?
Well, this is it. It's how she comes back from that defeat. She's boxed at that level now. European level is a good level to be at, and she come up short last time out in Poland, and now it's about going back to the drawing board, rebuilding, relearning. Dave Allen, who's got a lot of experience, works in her corner. Good trainer, good manager. And I'm sure that they would have been putting that work in the gym. And Levy, when she heard the announcement that she was boxing for this European silver title, it was a big thing for her. And she said, listen, I'm going out there and I'm winning this.
Round of applause from the blue corner alongside us. That's of Norek, who's switching all the time, orthodox to southpaw. You can see the kickboxing background, can't you?
Yeah, you certainly can. And Levy Can see there's good shots there from both girls, but Norak making things difficult for Levy in this round by switching, hitting all the time.
Good work from Levy. Just felt she hurt Norak there. Rumbling in Dorota Norak. She'll be bang up to take home this EBU silver super bantamweight crown. She was stopped by Shannon Courtney, but she's improved since then.
Yeah, she has improved a lot since then.
Let's get over to Ali, who's got another big name here.
Florian Marcoux is here. Your first time at a GBM show. How are you enjoying it so far?
Yes, it's good. I didn't expect to be so big, but it's looking nice.
And you're here supporting two specific fighters.
Yes, Thomas Asomah is defending his European title, and Liam Cameron.
Yeah, from your gym. You train
from my gym, from Seal City. We are at the same gym.
Busy time for your gym, because today you also had a fight announced yourself against Chris Congo on the 31st of March. That's been coming for a while, that fight.
Yeah, we have been speaking like 3-4 years with him to do this fight, and now it's happening at the 31st of March.
Are you expecting fireworks that night?
What?
Expecting fireworks
Corners,
that night?
10 seconds. 100%. I can't wait to fight him.
Brilliant. Well, enjoy the rest of the show tonight.
Seconds
Chris
out,
Congo,
round
March
3.
the 31st. Put it in your calendar. Of course, Fabio Wardley fights Fraser Clark. Big night of boxing. Great matches being made, Spencer.
Yeah, well, listen, the promoters have said that. You know, we've heard Eddie Hearn saying it recently. We heard Ben Shalom saying it, that it's all about 50-50 fights now. You've got to give the paying punters who work so hard to come and see these fights, you've got to give them value for money, and that's what it's about. Adam, that fight for me should have been made 18 months ago. Chris Congo versus Florian Marcoux. It's a fight that we've been waiting for a long time. I'm glad we're getting it on the undercard of Fabio Wardley versus Fraser Clark, which is another great fight.
Yeah, good domestic clashes. And at the higher levels, Saudi are putting so much on, aren't they? It's brilliant for boxing. Opportunities everywhere. And these women have it tonight. Stevie Levy and Dorota Norak in the boom of the women in boxing. It's fabulous to see. Katie Taylor, the pioneer. Will she have that trilogy with Chantel Cameron maybe at Croke Park? It's just mouth-watering at the moment, isn't it?
Yep, certainly is. You know, that great fight with Natasha Jonas and Michaela Mayer as well up there in Liverpool a couple of weeks ago.
The last one I commentated many months ago before the illness was the women's night at the O2, of course, topped by Clarissa Shields and Savannah Marshall. You had Alicia Baumgartner and Michaela Mayer. What an event that was, and just fantastic that it's happening.
This is how much women's boxing's evolved over the last couple of years. You go back to that historic night. Who would have ever thought an all-women's boxing card would have filled the O2 Arena? But that's where we've come. That's how far forward women's boxing has come, because they give us entertainment. And we're getting entertainment tonight. Stevie Levy pushing forward here against Norak, who's proving a tricky customer. Neither girl yet stamped their authority in this contest. All the rounds have been quite close, and it's subjective scoring here, what way you go with it. Norak seems quite pleased with herself in that corner, and Levy seems quite happy as well.
Levy's wild. She's throwing plenty of combinations, but Norak is landing the shots just from those weird angles, the switching, the movement. She's a tricky one to work out.
She is, and I think that's what Stevie Levy's struggling with right now. You know, like I say, these are close rounds that we're getting here, but Levy is not as bullish as she normally is. She's normally a little bit more wild and takes a little bit more chances, but Norak doing a good job of switch hitting and making things difficult, life difficult. Very unorthodox style.
Seconds out, round 4.
Few more twists and turns to go in this contest, I'm sure.
She turned over in 2018 to Dorota Norak. She's had 3 wins in her last 5, got beaten by Carly Skelly, and that stoppage I was saying earlier against Shannon Courtney back in December 2020 at Wembley. Only defeat inside the distance. This the 56th round of her professional career. And for Stevie Levy, it's her 66th. So it's a good match, a great one to make, despite the fact the English title couldn't be put together against Ebony Jones.
Yep, shame we didn't get that fight against Ebony Jones. She's a great fighter herself. I would have loved to have seen that, her and Stevie Levy, but you know, Norak is a good replacement, and this is turning into a good contest.
I'd still like to see that fight, but Dorota Norak is growing in confidence here.
Good right hand there from Levy. Norak switch hitting all the time, making life difficult for Levy.
One thing I sense is the fitness of Stevie Levy. I think that she could come into her own down the stretch, and how much has Norak prepared for that? Naturally athletic with that kickboxing background.
Well, seems to be growing in confidence here, Norak. Hands down by her side, up on her toes and mixing it up. She's a real box of tricks, isn't she, Norak? She's unpredictable, that's for sure.
Kickboxing, MMA. She's tried lots of things. Venom, Dorota Norak, but she's 34 now. So the more youthful Stevie Levy looking for her 10th victory, but that was really a shout from the corner at that.
Yeah, massive right hand there from Norak, and that went straight down the pipe there of Levy. Levy was caught, switched off a little bit bemused maybe by Norak and her antics, swinging her hands round, bouncing round the outside, and that was a good round from Norak there. Levy just fell to sleep momentarily.
Yeah, that right hand had the corner up on their feet.
Yep, it certainly did. They were very pleased with that. Probably the best shot of the contest, that one. This one's very, very close. Norak is growing in confidence, that's for sure. Bouncing up on her toes, clowning around a little bit in that fourth round, switching from orthodox to southpaw, and Levy needs to be a little bit more aggressive now. I think she needs to revert back to what she knows, and that's to attack just a little bit more. Yes, educated pressure, doing it, you know, not being reckless in doing it, but she needs to revert back to what she knows here.
Round 5.
Fifth round, the EBU silver super bantamweight belt on the line. Stevie Levy fell short at the full authentic European title, but this is another belt. This will be a good stepping stone back, and she needs a win just to get the momentum going. Popularity, not a problem.
No, very popular young lady, that is for sure. And she's brought good support here tonight. Jabbed well there. Good right hand through the middle as well. I'd just like to see her doubling up on that jab now, Levy, setting stuff up.
She's really planting her feet now, Stevie Levy. I think she feels that aggression, maybe some body shots, can slow down this awkward, unorthodox Dorota Norak.
Yep, I think aggression is the way forward, Adam. I think that that's what's going to win her this contest, Stevie Levy, because that's where she's most effective. She needs to sort of roll the dice a little bit here and sort of take the chance and not give Norak the space, because Norak is very tricky when you give her the space. She's an awkward one to pin down.
Yeah, it was a decent right hand, good jab from Stevie Levy. Just seems more switched on here. But where are the combinations and those body shots to back up Dorota Norak into corners? She's got that space. She's moving well. And she's happy, isn't she?
Listen, Adam, I think you hit the nail on the head there. It's where's the combinations? Let's see it. Punches in bunches. That's the key to success in this contest, because Norak is a box of tricks herself. She's a hard one to pin down, so Levy has to be, you know, educated in her movements, pushing forward. But more importantly, when she gets there, she gets in the pocket, let the punches go.
Left hand from Norak. Got 3 knockouts. Close round. Who do you give it to?
Levy maybe done enough in that round. She had a little bit more success than she did in the last round, that's for sure. Dave Allen in the corner there working with her. He's a good coach and he's a good tactician, and I'm sure he's giving her some good advice, and she's going to need it here going into the second half of the contest, because there's not a lot in this one, and Stevie needs to now build on that last round. I'd like to see her doubling up with her jabs, and when she gets in range, just putting those shots together. That's the most important. Forget the single shots, the single jabs, single right hands. It's not going to work. Norak's too tricky. She moves around too much. She's too elusive. He needs to let the shots go when you get close to her.
Corners, 10 seconds.
Lots of conversations going on in both corners. 2 or 3 people talking.
Seconds out.
What did you
Round
like? Just
6.
one direct?
Yeah, absolutely. Just one direct in the corner. That's the most important. You don't need too many sounds going in your ears.
Second half of this EBU 8 stone 10 title fight. Stevie and Levy from Kingsling in Norfolk, with the travelling brigade, and her son Morgan at ringside danced her in.
That's better work here from Levy at the beginning of this round. She's putting her shots together well. She seems to have found the range. Good hook gone in there as well.
Dave Allen's going to be crucial here in these remaining inter-rounds. He's shouting out support. He's really living every single punch that Stevie Levy's throwing. Just glancing down at him, shouting out of the corner, sweat pouring down his face, Spencer.
Yep, he's in there as well, isn't he? Dave Allen, that's for sure. Good movement there from Levy again. She's having a better round here. Stevie Levy just seems to have found a rhythm.
Seems to have come alive here, Stevie Levy.
That's the shot there, the jab as well. That's the key to success. Double up on that, then let your right hands go, followed by the left hooks, put the combinations together. Better work here in this sixth by Levy.
Punches in bunches, what Spencer's called for. There's a good right hand, more accuracy from Stevie Levy, but Dorota Norak at the moment is going nowhere.
No, she's as tough as they come, Norak. We've seen that in the past. She will stand there and she will trade, so you've got to use a little big right hand there.
Big right hand from Stevie Levy, and she's starting to turn this contest in her favour. This is a great session for the Norfolk woman, the 30-year-old. And let's get over to Ali, who's with Izzy.
Izzy, what a night we're having. Just your thoughts on the fight so far.
Yeah, it's a great fight. I think Stevie's nicking it by a few rounds, but really good fight. Like most of the fights have been, it's really good. I think Stevie's got to really push it now, keep going, because you see Chisora Norak coming a bit stronger at the moment. But I think Stevie's in lead at the moment, and yeah, listen, she's a few rounds away from making her dreams come true.
Yeah, and you can see in there just what it means to her.
Listen, this is massive. This gives her a good world ranking. It's the first belt she's winning in a native city of Sheffield that we've took her on. It's massive. This is her world title. This is everything for Stevie Levy. And it's a great fight, but she's got to push on now.
What do you think she needs to do in the remaining few rounds to get the win?
Stick to her game plan. Stevie's good on the boxing. She don't need to get involved in Chisora. Don't need to stand there and have a go. Keep to her boxing skill. Keep to her game plan. She'll be fine.
Seconds out, round 7.
Living every moment, just as Dave Allen is in the red corner. Stevie Levy probably in front here now against Dorota Norak. You heard Izzy, it's like her world title this. It's a belt. People say it's a silver belt, but it's something, isn't it, for her? And it's, look at how much these two want it. It's the passion and the fight in them, and yeah, in this arena, on this level, at this stage.
Absolutely. Listen, this opens up the door for bigger and better things, you know. Winning these titles creates opportunity, and that's what Levy needs now. She lost the European title in her last fight. She got this opportunity. She said, listen, I'm going to take this with both hands. And that's what she's doing right now, going into this 7th round. I've got her a couple of rounds up. She just seems to have found a rhythm, working well behind the jab, letting her shots go with a little bit more fluidity now, and that's important.
Terrific action all the way tonight from Sheffield. We saw a really good one between Frak Ali and Kevin Trana. And now Stevie Levy and Dorota Norek. Thomas Asomah, Eli Konki to come for the European Bantamweight Championship.
I've got to tell you, Adam, Norak's starting to feel the pace a little bit here. She's becoming a little bit ragged. Just took a gulp of air, and I think Stevie Levy has sensed that, and she's picking it up here. Norak, for the first time, looking a little disorientated.
And that's what Stevie Levy can do. Very fit. And when she's focused and that aggression is flowing, she can wear you down, break your heart. Norek certainly not the flashy slickster that she was in the first 3 or 4 rounds.
No, the movement stops a lot now, and Levy's started to find a rhythm. Good body shot went in there from Levy as well. Norak just felt that one, and she's not looking particularly happy with herself walking back to that corner.
Big gulp of air from Dorota Norek. Another round for Stevie Levy. And they've got the towel working in the corner just to try and give her as much oxygen as possible. Really feeling the pace now, Dorota Norek. Remember, Shannon Courtney caught up with her and managed to stop her. I wonder if Stevie Levy feels now she can really put some hurtful combinations together and seize on this.
I tell you, Norak is not happy in there, not happy at all. The corner are doing absolutely everything. She's chatting to the corner man. I'm not sure, Adam, she wants any more of this. She's very
10 seconds.
disheartened right now. I'm not sure she wants to get up here.
They're having a big conversation in the blue corner. She might
Seconds
sit
out.
it out here.
Round 8.
Dorota Norek, she takes every single second, every millisecond of that interval. And now into the round where she got stopped by Shannon Courtney. She tries to bring herself to life, give herself one last surge. But I think a few big meaty shots from Stevie Levy here could find the answer. And she could get the stoppage here.
Yep, not sure Norak's got too much left. She's doing everything she can to try and find something from somewhere. But I'm not sure where she's going to get that, Adam.
Well, the venom has stung at times, but not now. Stevie Levy seems to have worked the puzzle out. There's a long right hand. And now, is she going to start backing Norek up into those ropes? Still trying to find those shots, Norek. But the power and the consistency is gone.
Yeah, it certainly has. And Stevie Levy starting to find the target now with more regularity. She's getting through the shots. There's less movement now from Norak, who seems to have blown a gasket a little bit here.
How fit is she? Can she come again? Or will Stevie Levy's persistence and that body shot there? And Dave Allen like that.
Yep, Norak felt that one. You saw her wincing, and Levy needs to focus the attacks downstairs there.
Yeah, this is good work from Stevie Levy. Lovely jab. Last 3 or 4 rounds, she's found herself, and she's closing in on this EBU Silver Super Bantamweight Championship. Norek, brave, determined. But really feeling the pace.
Yep, she was desperate to get back to that corner, and she slumped on that chair there, Norak, and the corner have got a big job to do, a huge job, because, Adam, I'm not sure she has anything left at all. She looks spent there in the corner.
Where are you in the debate about the 2-minute rounds? Many of the female fighters want 3 minutes. Some people like the 2 minutes because they say they're better fights, they're quicker, they're... What do you think?
I'll tell you what,
Corners,
this is where
10
I'm at with it. If
seconds.
it's not broke, don't fix it. If you look, over the last 12 months at some of the brilliant fights that we've been, let's use Natasha
Seconds
Jonas
out,
versus Michaela
round
Mayer
9.
as an example. It was a great fight, and people are talking about subjective scoring and the judges getting it wrong, and 2-minute rounds and the reason behind the judges getting it wrong. Listen, if you're a judge that is instructed to judge a world title fight, you shouldn't get it wrong, whether it's a minute, 2 minutes or 3 minutes. I think the 2-minute rounds works for women's boxing, and I don't think they should change it.
They are harder to score, though.
Yeah, they're harder to score, but you should still know who won and lost the round. That's where I'm at.
Yes.
If you're a judge at the top of the profession like that, put in control of judging a world title fight, and you can't get it right, you shouldn't be a judge.
But plenty of the women have said they want 3 rounds, 3-minute rounds.
Yeah, well, that's what the women are saying. You know, there's a lot of medical evidence saying that the 3-minute rounds for women's boxing, you know, with the bone structure and the bone density of a female being different to a male, and that's the argument. And then on the flip side, the woman saying, well, we don't punch as hard as men. You say, yeah, but the volume's as high, and that's where we're at with it. So it's 6 of one, half dozen of the other, and that's where we're at with it. But I just think women's boxing right now is brilliant. Don't change it.
It is absolutely brilliant. No question about that. I went to Dublin to see Katie Taylor's second fight with Chantel Cameron. The atmosphere there, one of the best I've ever been to in 30 years of covering this sport. And I tell you, for a 2,000 arena, the atmosphere in here is pretty good tonight.
Yeah, it certainly is. And Stevie Levy is putting in a pretty good performance as well. She's really slipped into a rhythm now, controlling things lovely. She's got behind the jab, boxing to instructions. Great performance this from Stevie Levy.
Deep into the 9th round, the penultimate session for these two. Levy looking for her 10th victory, Norek for her 8th. She's been tired, Norek, but she's really gritted this out, and that's good. Combinations from Dorota Norek. Fair play. She looked absolutely spent and looked like she might quit a couple of rounds ago, but she's hung in there and she's still going.
Where has she found that from? It's the mental strength of the girl, because like you say, Adam, let's rewind. Let's go back to the end of round 6, beginning of round 7. I'm not sure she had anything left at all, and she's found it from somewhere. Credit where credit's due. And it underlines again what I'm saying about women's boxing, 2-minute rounds. We're getting great fights, and I think that is the most important thing here. I mean, Stevie Levy's really turned it on in the last couple of rounds. She's turned the screw. You know, she's controlled the space really well, started putting that jab together, combinations going in well. Body shots have been very effective as well. Left hooks to the body have been very eye-catching.
Corners, 10
Great
seconds.
stuff here.
That's a fantastic time, isn't it? Clarissa Shields,
Seconds
Savannah
out for your
Marshall,
10th
Terry
and
Harper,
final
just so
round.
many. Shannon Ryan's got a big fight tomorrow night.
Yep, she certainly has. Like I say, they're coming thick and fast in the women's boxing, and boy, are we enjoying it.
Caroline Dubois, Lauren Price, Caris Hartingstall, fantastic talents. We want to see them in big, big fights. These two, well, at this level, have given us a good scrap tonight. Dorota Norek early on, very difficult, awkward, on her bite, switch hitting, quality shots. Stevie Levy has come back last 3-4 rounds, but Norek just will fight till the bitter end here.
Where is she finding this from? Norek, she's put out a great start to the round here, but the combinations together caught Levy sleeping a little bit there.
Well, the corner must have told them she's in big trouble. Surely Stevie Levy has got a comfortable lead now. But Dorota Norek, for endurance, persistence, and still the combinations come. There's plenty to like about her, isn't there?
Yeah, it really is. I mean, grit, heart, determination this girl is showing is quite incredible. 3 rounds ago, we thought she was absolutely spent, and somewhere Norak's found it. Big right hand there as well. Levy's got to be careful here.
Really good work from Dorota Norek late on here. And she almost touches down there, Stevie Levy. Both tired. Who digs deeper? As we head towards the final bell, can now feel Stevie Levy breathing.
Yeah, finding it really tough in there now, Levy. Both girls trading blow for blow. 15 seconds left, and Levy will be glad to hear this final bell.
A grueling 10-round battle between Stevie Levy and Dorota Norek. Hats off to both of these gladiatorial ladies. Fabulous. Dorota Norek's team believe they've got it. They're celebrating. Dave Allen is very happy with Stevie Levy. Norek came back, but for me, Stevie Levy did enough.
Yep, Stevie Levy won that one quite comfortably for me. I had her 4 rounds up. She lost that last round. Norek had a brilliant finish. She went for it. She rolled the dice. Impressive stuff. Great to see Stevie Levy in the ring there with her son. Lovely sights that, Adam.
Stevie and Morgan, they came in together and they'll be leaving together with the silver super bantamweight EBU title. We think so, but it's not up to us. The 3 judges at ringside. Celebrations already going on from the travelling fans from Kings Lynn. It's not all about Sheffield tonight, but I tell you what, everybody must have enjoyed that 10-rounder. It's just another cracker from the ladies.
Yep, as I said, it's not broke, don't fix it. Brilliant fight again there. I think Stevie Levy's got that one. I've got her by 3 or 4 rounds. Impressive stuff. Just turned the screw from about the halfway point and she pulled away. Last round didn't go in her favour. I think Norek done a great job of biting down on her gumshoe and coming back. But what a performance there from Stevie Levy.
It'd be interesting to see how the judges have got the early rounds. Some of them tougher to split the two. But Dorota Norek certainly had plenty of accurate and sharp shooting angles to work from with an unorthodox style, and she got through the Levy guard at times. How have they got it? Vacant EBU, 8 stone belt, 10 belt on the line. Dorota Norek looks exhausted. Stevie Levy.
Ladies and gentlemen, please show your appreciation for both boxers who put it all on the line there. After 10 rounds of boxing, we go to your judges' scorecards. Judge Jürgen Langos scores the bout 95 points to 95 points a draw. Judge Hugo Helmut scores the bout 98 to 92, and Judge Jonah Fernandez scores the bout 96 to 94. Therefore, your winner by majority decision. And now the new vacant EBU European silver bantamweight champion from Kings Lynn, it's Super Stevie Levy.
Emotional scenes here. Wonderful shots with Stevie and her son Morgan, who was saying a silent prayer as the result was being announced. A draw on one card, 2 in favour, and we were 2 of Stevie Levy. There's tears of joy and Morgan's reaction when he ran to the ropes to celebrate with the family and fans. Something to remember.
Beautiful, just beautiful. That's what it means to Morgan. That's what it means to his mum, Stevie. She's worked so hard for this moment and she's got her just rewards. Great performance, a deserved winner there. I had her winning by 3 or 4 rounds there. And I'm glad that she got that result. When I heard that first scorecard, by the way, that did worry me because I thought Levy done enough. She pulled away in the second half of that contest and a deserving winner. A lovely girl as well. I'm pleased she got that.
Dorota Norek played her part and played it well, and she got a draw on one of the cards by 6 and by 2 to Stevie Levy, who is the new EBU Silver Super Bantamweight Champion. Look at that shot. That is what boxing means to fighters, family, supporters, training team, and everybody that's travelled from Norfolk. Popular and lovely lady Stevie Levy Be great to see her in the ring with Ebony Jones at some point soon. Well, they danced in, and now they're going back with the jewels. Morgan with the belt. We want to hear from Stevie, but rightfully she's taking the adulation, and that's just so special, isn't it? Tasha Jonas winning her world title finally for her beautiful daughter Mila. Now we've got Morgan's down there, Dave Allen's in there, Stevie's in there, Ali's in there. Go for it.
Stevie Levy. Before we start, I just apologise for the language that's come in, but how do you feel right now?
Mate, on top of the... Oh, shit, it's loud, isn't it? Oh, sorry. I feel amazing. We've dreamt of this, haven't we? We've spoke about it for how long? Manifested it over and over and over and over and over, honestly. Best day, well, I can't speak for him, but it's the best day of my life, that's for sure. I love you, baby. You've done it.
Just what does it mean to you to get this title after everything that's happened in your career so far, to finally get a title?
Mate, he cried as soon as they said, oh, what does that tell you? An 8-year-old child crying out of happiness. That don't happen often, does it, eh?
The emotions from both of you in there. Morgan, what does it mean to see your mum win that?
Oh, very good.
Right, we'll bring in Dave Allen.
Speechless, but we're speechless. What does that tell you? We're never speechless, are we, babe? What? Us being quiet.
Dave Allen, bring you in. You were emotional in there as well. Just what does this mean?
Yeah, it's amazing, really. Stevie's one of my best friends in the world, you know, and yeah, it's nice, you know. I had some great nights myself boxing, but that might have topped all of them. Yeah, it's special to all of us. Yeah, it's good.
When the bell went, did you know you'd done enough to get the win?
I did, but I knew it was close. And do you know what it is? You sort of remember the times they hit you more than you hit them, and because she finished with that strong round, my plan was to keep them straight, but obviously she was that close, so I sort of went into a little bit of shock mode, which I know is bad, but I sort of knew I'd won it by then anyway, so I just wanted her to back off and get that straight jab at her face. That was flicking her head back, wasn't it? Just like we planned to. And a few times I did think I'd hurt her, but that's where I need more experience, because obviously you don't panic, you don't rush. That's when you need to keep composed. But I've never really hurt anyone before. So when I've hurt them, I'm like, fucking hell, I've hurt them. What do I do now? Do you know what I mean? Do I keep hurting them? Do I back off? But obviously we'll talk about this for next time, and that's how you progress, isn't it? I've actually hurt someone now in the ring. And that Dave Allen overhand right, whoomp, that landed. So I'm happy with that. I'm really happy, actually. I can't wait to watch it back. I bet my eyes wonky as fuck, innit? Sorry, Lily.
Right, we just bring in Ebony Bridges, a huge supporter of yours, part of your camp. Ebony, just what does it mean to see Stevie win that tonight?
Do you know what? I know all the sacrifices that she's made, and I know how much this means to her. It means you can just see her reaction. It means so much to her, and especially I know, obviously, as a boxer, how the sacrifices that you make. But she's had to give up her kid, you know, during the week to move up north to help, you know, train with Dave so she can give her the best, so she can come and win this title. So it's all paid off, and that feeling when you win after all those sacrifices, you know, when it all pays off, it means the world.
Stevie, final word to you, and just a word to the supporters who came out tonight.
Mate, honestly, how lucky am I? Yeah, I've got like 100 people who have travelled from all around the fucking country. They've spent money on tickets, they've spent money on fuel, on hotels, they've had days off work. This isn't my hometown, I mean, it's my second home, but these people have travelled so fucking far, and they could have sat home and watched it for free with a takeaway, mate. Do you know what I mean? How lucky. I love every single one of you, honestly. Thank you so much. Because honestly, you don't realise, if you didn't come down here and buy tickets, I wouldn't be able to fight on this show. I actually wouldn't. I don't want you to think I invite you because I need you. I want you, but I need you as well. So thank you so much. And I hope you'll keep following me everywhere I go, and I'll keep making you proud. It means the world. I'm going to go out the back and do a bit of, I don't know, like, what's it called? Medical and some interviews. And I'm going to come and see all of you and have a hug and a picture and stuff. And some shit bricks are out there somewhere for me. Thank you, Kirsty and Georgie. Happy birthday, Marshy. Happy birthday, Sani. Hello, Lily. Thank you, everyone. I'll shut up now.
Stevie, well done. And the new. Congratulations.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now ready for our second title fight of the evening. It's 12 rounds of boxing for the EBU European Bantamweight title. So let me now please welcome to you the challenger from Moulin, France, Konki. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the defending champion from Sheffield, Yorkshire, Thomas Asomah.
When I went to Italy, nobody gave me a chance, but I took the belt and I brought back to Sheffield. Now I am not going to let Eli Konki or anyone else take it away from me. You already know the outcome. And still!
Ladies and gentlemen, this is our main title feature bout of the evening. It is 12 rounds of boxing for the EBU European Bantamweight title. Presented to you by Izzy Asif of GBM Sports in association with broadcast partner talkSPORT. Your officials for the contest, EBU supervisor is Domingo Matas. Your steward in charge from the British Boxing Board of Control is Josh Sadler. Your judges at ringside, Hugues Hellebaut, Marco Marzuoli and Jürgen Langos. And your referee in charge of the action will be John Jonah Fernandez. And now, ladies and gentlemen, your officials are ready. Your boxers are ready. Our viewers on talkSPORT are ready. Let me ask you, are you ready for some action? Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the black shorts, his official weight, 8 stone, 5 pounds, 1 ounce. He comes to the ring with an excellent professional record of 14 wins, only 1 defeat. One of his wins comes by way of knockout. A former French national champion, the former WBA and IBA intercontinental champion, the former EBU European champion tonight, the challenger from Moulin, France. Please welcome Eli Konki. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, wearing the gold and blue shorts, his official weight, 8 stone, 5 pounds, 1 ounce. His professional record, 12 wins, 8 defeats, 1 draw. 4 of his wins coming by way of knockout. He is a former English champion, former Commonwealth champion tonight. He stands here, the reigning, defending EBU European Bantamweight champion from Sheffield by way of Yaoundé, Cameroon. Please welcome Thomas Asomah.
Okay, guys, 12 rounds of boxing. Okay, this is GBU championship. Okay, what's the head, the back of the head, the limbs, and this is the line of the low blow. Okay, shake hands. Go to your corner, please.
The first defense of his European bantamweight title, Thomas Asomah, based now in Sheffield, surrounded by a plethora of great fighters in the corner. Sonny Edwards, Dalton Smith, who came over to see us at ringside. And out comes Asomah in the blue and gold, but he's got a tough first defense against Eli Konki, the Spider, the 31-year-old from France. And this could be a really tight 12-rounder, tactical, close, some real quality. And Asomah coming together late on in his career, like he did at the Olympics. It's a strange story.
Yep, it certainly is. Two Olympians here. Both guys, good amateur pedigree. Asomah, as you say, Adam, has come good late in his career. Many would have given up, but he didn't give up. He never gave up hope, and he pushed and he pushed, and he got that dream come true last time out for that European title, and now he wants to keep it. I'm hearing rumours in the gym that he's looking sensational. He's improved. He's had another 15-20% to his game in winning that title, but he's got a tricky one here in Konki.
8 defeats for Asomah, and he's now European champion. Remember Steve Robinson, 24 hours notice to win that world title, and all the defences he had. The Cinderella man, they called him in Cardiff, and I tell you what, Asomah, quite some boxing tale. Sparring would have been tip-top, but Konki comes with experience and a perfect record, apart from one strange stoppage defeat in 2022 to Loic Tajan. Look at the way he utilises his legs, the distance between them.
Yep, got a great nickname there in the Spider, because he's sort of like that, isn't he? Long range, gangly, awkward to get to.
Yeah, difficult to read.
Difficult to read is exactly right. You know, and he uses those height and reach advantages to his advantage.
Yeah, that's what he's got. A lot bigger, towering over Asomah. But it's the classic orthodox and southpaw confrontation. And just feeling each other out in this opener. Neither really gaining ascendancy or the hold of the ring.
Yep, as you'd expect, a fight of this magnitude, lot on the line. You know, where does the loser go from here? And the winner keeps them dreams alive of world titles. So it's an important one. This European title really is a big deal. It puts you into the top 15 of every governing body, so it gives you that opportunity.
Spencer, we're 6 feet away from them, and you can just feel the respect they have for each other. Good work from Asomah at the end of the first.
Yep, good double right hand there from Asomah, double left hand, sorry, from Asomah. And that probably won him the round, if I'm honest. Konki, he looks like a tricky customer, very rangy. It's going to be difficult to work out, but Asomah is a good fighter himself. It's going to be interesting to see this one, how this one unfolds, how it develops, because neither guy really stamping their authority there in that opening round. But as these rounds go on and they both decide to roll the dice a little bit more, this one could become interesting.
Ten seconds, corners.
Great corner there for Asomah. Grant Smith, father of Dalton
Seconds
Smith,
out.
leaning through, giving
Round
him
2.
some words of advice.
Second round. European bantamweight title on the line. 8 stone 6 division. Just underneath you at super bantamweight, Spencer. And you guys at this weight can give us some firecrackers.
Absolutely. This is all about work, work, work. You know, this repetition goes in here, high volume of punches, and expect this one to heat up. The smaller guys generally turn it on, and that's what I'm expecting from this one.
It's the speed, isn't it? As well as the, well, determination, I guess. And the grit and the physical work you have to put in the gym. But there's something about the featherweights, super feathers, super bantams that they don't let us down too much.
No, they certainly don't, especially at this level. High quality, good operators.
And good foot movement, no knockdown call, just a push. Looks at his corner, just a bit disrupted there. Eli Konki didn't need that. It was one of those.
No, totally agree with that, Adam. He just looks a little bit disorientated when he went down there.
Yeah, uncomfortable.
That's the word.
And there's a very assured look about Thomas Asomah. You just can't believe he lost and lost and lost again. And then suddenly he goes away and comes back with a European title from Italy.
Look, I spoke to Grant Smith earlier on in the night, and he said to me, listen, don't worry about Thomas Asomah and what you've seen in the past. Yeah, he's always looked like a good operator, but since winning that European title, unexpectedly picking up that European title, he's been knocking people out in the gym. He's looking sensational, and we're going to see that tonight. And it ain't a bad start here from Asomah.
He won wide as well against Alessio LaRusso by 4, by 4, and by 6 on the cards. It was a brilliant win for Thomas Asomah back in May of last year. And for once in his life, he's got people that really believe in him. It's like a family around him now here in Sheffield.
Listen, I love the Steel City gym, you know, run by Grant Smith, Dalton's father, because I went up there to see them all training a few months ago, and it's an old school throwback gym. You know, they just get on with their work. There's no chatting, there's no nothing. It's like hardcore, you know. It's like, it reminds me of the good old days where they just get on with it. It's like a Rocky movie. You go in, you remember the Rocky movie when you're seeing them training in the gym, the old school gyms. That's what that gym's like.
Super sharp from Thomas Asomah here. Focused, accurate, like he's got a point to prove. Not in any way overawed by the atmosphere or the occasion. Boxed really well, second round, and Sonny Edwards loved it.
Yep, another great round there from Asomah. Just picked it up a little bit. Looks like he's got some good power in his shots. The accuracy's good. The timing's good tonight, which is most important against an awkward guy in Eli Konki, who looks very awkward and looks difficult to work out. But Asomah started this one and started it very well with some of the action in this second round. And you see some of the good work there from Asomah. Boxing out of that southpaw style, yep, impressive stuff.
Ten seconds, corners. Seconds out. Round 3.
Good second for Thomas Asomah in the blue and gold, the white and red boots and the black shorts of the Spider, Eli Konki from France. Trying to get back to his long, raking jab. Look at that reach he's got. If he can utilize that effectively, he can befuddle Asomah. But at the moment, Asomah looks in the sort of mood that he wants to really impress tonight.
He has to utilise it. He's got to use all his attributes here, and his attributes are his height and his reach. If he comes down to Asomah's size, he's going to get found out, because Asomah has a great boxing IQ, and Asomah controls the space well.
Just inching forward, Asomah. But that's better. from the Spider. There's that jab that he needs to work for him tonight. The height and reach advantages. 5 years younger at 31. Fresher. But is he good enough?
Well, that's what we're going to find out, because he's in with a class operator in Thomas Asomah, and Asomah's been here before. He's got that experience, much more experience than Konki.
And you can see how Konki was a good amateur, an Olympian, but very different in the pro ranks. And he's become hardened, hasn't he, Asomah? Chiseled as well, physically tonight. And that sparring must have been good, because his defense is tight, his work is accurate. Yeah, just looks at his corner again, Eli Konki. Just a bit of inexperience, maybe, especially at this level.
Adam, this is what this fight may come down to. The inexperience of Konki may let him down in this contest, because Asomah's been there, seen it, done it, got the T-shirt. And you know he knows where to go, and he knows how to come through a crisis, how to come through a tough fight. Does Konki? That's what we're going to find out.
Good left hand from Asomah. Still on the move, Konki. But again, first to the punch is the champion. I think this has given him real confidence, winning a title as big as a European belt, away from home, the underdog. He doesn't want to let this slip now after all he's been through in his life.
No, absolutely not. You know, it's been a tough old road and a tough old journey to get to where he's got to. Now he's there. He's got to try and capitalise on it. He's got to try and build on it. And I've got to tell you, it's a good start here from Asomah. He's doing enough in these rounds to win these rounds. Konki needs to do something a little different here. He needs to turn things around, because if it continues going like this, Asomah's going to build up a big lead. Some of the action in this third round, and you see the good work of Asomah, and that is the telling difference at the moment. Konki, for me, taking too long, waiting too long to get off with his shots, and that's letting him down.
Ten seconds, corners. Seconds out, round 4.
It's been a good start on the whole for Thomas Asomah, the champion here, against the tricky, awkward challenger from France, Eli Konki. Got to really use his attributes better, hasn't he, Konki?
Yep, he certainly has, because he's got that height and he's got that reach, but he's allowing Asomah to get in range and land those shots. Asomah being effective out of that southpaw stance, that left hand especially, just landed a lovely left hand uppercut on the inside there.
Back came Konki with a left hook to the body, but it's not enough. Asomah catching him, and there's the respect. Again, they had that in the first round. These two former top amateurs now meeting for a big professional belt on a lively night here in Sheffield.
Yeah, all that top class sparring that Thomas Asomah is getting in that gym with the likes of Sonny Edwards, with the likes of Dalton Smith, seems to have paid off. He seems new, improved, revitalised in many ways since winning that European title. That's what can happen when you win titles. That's what it can do to a fighter.
Johnny Nelson, absolutely a similar story, losing his first 3 pro fights, freezing in a world title challenge here and abroad, then comes back, becomes world champion, reigns for 7.5 years. I mean, it's ridiculous, this sport sometimes, but it shows if you knuckle down and you keep that dedication and fire in your belly, that setbacks make comebacks possible.
Absolutely, lads. I've always said it, you know, cheats get found out in this game. Leave no stone unturned. It's not the most talented that gets through. It's the one that grafts, the one that's got that mental strength, that willpower. That's what it comes down to.
And is there something in the water in Sheffield? Because they keep producing champions.
Yep, they really do. Success breeds success. They get that out of the Ingle gym. We're now getting it out of the Steel City gym, Grant Smith's gym. We're seeing talent emerging from there as well.
Good work from Asomah, and it's right in front of former world champion Clinton Woods, who often gets forgotten in the mix. He was the other side of the city, but what a fighter he was. So many, and now this is starting to heat up. Asomah in control, but Konki has to answer.
Yeah, Konki, change of tactics here. He's starting to roll the dice a little bit. He's recognising that by trying to keep that distance, keep that space, is not working for him. Asomah's works him out like that. So now, interestingly, Konki started to try and push forward there. Is that the change for him? Is that the pattern moving forward? That's probably what he needs to do, because moving round the ring and the perimeter of the ring and keeping that space is just not enough. For me, Asomah running away with this at the moment. 4 rounds down, 4 rounds in the bank. And Konki needs to do something different here. Some of the action in that 4th round. Both guys getting successes, but Asomah, for me, getting the better of it.
Ten seconds, corners.
Thomas Asomah, who walked out of the London Olympic Village with his suitcases back in 2012, left behind his life in Cameroon to start from scratch here. Family back home, and then he had to deal with everything that was in front of him here. So brave. He's come so far. Can he retain this European title tonight? The one he won so impressively. Or can Eli Konki start to conjure up some tricks? That's what he's got to do, isn't it? Like that. Move around. I mean, you said he was changing tactics, but surely he's got to go back to this. Finding room, making it awkward for Asomah.
Well, now I'm not sure that that's working for him, because by doing that, Asomah's the one that's getting off first with the shots, you know. I think that Asomah has the better boxing IQ. His timing is better. He's beating.
He switched orthodox, Spencer, as well. Thomas Asomah. He's playing with Eli Konki, mentally and physically. Yep. He's sharper, he's quicker, he's better.
Oh, lovely little upcut on the inside there from Asomah as well. He's enjoying this, Adam. He's really enjoying it.
That's exactly what he's doing. The rhythm from those tough spars in the Steel City gym. Sonny Edwards looking so impressed in that red corner at his friend Thomas Asomah. Well, there's a slip, and it looks a little wet in that corner, but he looks a little disorientated and disillusioned with it all. Eli Konki.
Yeah, frustrating time for Konki, because whatever he's doing, he can't work it out. And again, the left cross goes through the middle from Asomah. Asomah's got it right tonight. Timing's perfect, and he's beating Konki to the shot.
It's exactly what he's doing, nailing Konki when he least expects it. Konki, hands down, just can't get going.
Maybe starting to come undone a little bit here, Konki. You see the hands dropping, frustration setting in.
Well, he's trying to keep on his toes, keep that self-belief. We don't know how the 3 judges have got it, but you've given everything to Asomah so far.
Yep, Asomah's just been beating Konki to the punch. That's a fair assessment. I don't think I'm far away with that. The cleaner shots, the better work is coming from Asomah. They
clap in this blue corner, trying to give him encouragement. Eli Konki, He's worked long and hard for this challenge, but he's being outboxed here by a clever, compact Thomas Asomah.
Yep, another round in the bank there from Thomas Asomah. Again, just beating Konki to the punch. Konki looking frustrated at times. Nothing he's doing at the moment is working. He's tried to push forward. It's not working. He's boxing on the back foot. It's not working. Asomah just seems to have his number in there at the moment. It's going to be interesting to see how this fight unfolds from here, but if it doesn't change, Thomas Asomah, for me, is going to run out a clear victor. Some of the action here in this 5th round, and it was good, and it was from Thomas Asomah.
Ten seconds, corners. Seconds out. Round 6.
Well, in his old life about 8 years ago, he won the Commonwealth flyweight title. Stopped Waleed Din in the 11th round. Now, he's the European champion. But with 8 losses in the middle, including 1 stoppage. Explain.
Well, listen, I'll tell you what it is. It's the will. It's the will to continue, and that's exactly what he done. You know, like, he didn't lose heart. He didn't get. Yeah, he just didn't lose heart in it. That's probably the best way of saying it. There's nothing else to say. When you lose 8 fights, there's a problem. You know, you think the fighter would say, you know what, enough's enough, the time's up. I'm not good enough, but somehow he's stuck with it, and he's turned his whole career and life around.
And 36 years of age as well for a bantamweight is on the veteran, the aging side, but he looks at his best and physically perfect, executing the game plan, boxing beautifully from the southpaw stance, switching it up at times. He just is totally befuddling Eli Konki, who cannot get set for anything.
Yep, he's beating Konki to the punch, and he's doing the same again here in this 6th round. The Frenchman really struggling here.
Yeah, out of range there. Eli Konki tries the left hand, but Asomah's out the way. He's reading this fight. He's a slight step ahead, isn't he?
Yeah, he is, and that's the difference between winning and losing these rounds at the moment. Asomah just a little fraction ahead. He's just beating Konki to the shot. He's getting off first, and he just seems to be the one that's controlling the space in there and just starting to pick it up here.
Yeah, Kongi's still working very, very hard. Light enough on the feet, but being countered there.
Yeah, lovely left cross through the middle again there from Asomah. Straight down the pipe, as they say.
It's almost like when Konki throws a jab like that, it's out of range. Asomah utilising the distance well, switching to orthodox, and look at that. They're really happy with him in the red corner, and why not?
I agree, why not? Because he's boxing the perfect fight at the moment. He's doing things on his terms, and that's the most important thing.
Halfway point, boxing like a champion.
1,
and down
2,
goes
3.
Eli Konki. No knockdown again. That's the second, third time he slipped. He's in a heap of trouble. He's got problems, Eli Konki. Third time, Grant Smith saying that he went down. Whether they're counted or not, he's outclassing, outboxing, outmaneuvering Eli Konki, who came in here, I think, as a possible favourite.
Yeah, he did. He came in here after watching Konki. I thought, you know what? This is a tight one, and Konki may start favourite, but watching him here, Asomah is doing a great job. He's controlled this fight from the opening bell and dominated each round, really. He's just been that slight fraction ahead. and he's been winning these rounds. You know, he's beating
10 seconds, corners.
Konki to the punch. And he done that again there in the 6th round. I know Grant Smith was frustrated about the 3rd knockdown, not being ruled a knockdown, but I think it was fair.
Relaxed, guard up, second half of this European bantamweight title, and the champion, Thomas Asomah, has boxed really well so far. So what now for Eli Konki? And what will his corner team be thinking? Do you think they'll think he's way behind, or do you think they'll feel it's closer?
Listen, they'll know he's way behind. They're not silly. And I think that, you know, home advantage as well for Asomah.
And what about Eli himself? Because he's put a lot of effort, a lot of work, a lot of shots in.
Oh, yeah, Eli's going to know that he's behind as well, you know, because you can see that he's trying to work things out. Frustration has crept in a couple of times.
Spencer, what's it like when you're in there with a top-class opponent and the brain's working and you're trying to put your tactics in place, and it either works or doesn't, or is it smooth or rough, or how does it feel like a fighter in this position for both of them? One that's boxing really well and one that's struggling.
One that's boxing really well. If it's not broke, don't fix it. Stick to what you're doing and just keep it as it is, because it's a very technical fight. And for Konki, he needs to rip up the script. He needs to do something maybe he's not used to doing. He needs to roll the dice. This is about opportunity. This is your opportunity. Win the European title. It opens up huge doors, potential world title opportunities. So you can't play safe. If you're losing and you feel like those rounds are slipping away, you need to roll the dice, man. You need to change it up.
Quarter round of the 7th here at the Cannon Medical Arena in South Yorkshire. Right hand from Konki. He's still very lively. Light on those toes. Better. Work rate. Getting a combination off. That's a slight bit of encouragement.
Listen, he's certainly not lost heart, that's for sure. Still looks like there's a lot in the tank, but I guess I say that Asomah lands that good right hand through the left hand through the middle again.
Good work, though, from Konki to the body.
Yep, best of the round of the fight for Konki so far, and he needed it, to be fair.
Very much. Asomah just not quite as fluent. Back to orthodox against orthodox, and he's a little wild there, Asomah. This is better from Eli Konki, and it needed to be.
Yeah, he needed a round. If there was ever a time that he needed a round, it was this one, because we've got him falling quite far behind on our scorecards, or on my scorecard anyway.
That's better from Asomah. And a right hand, but too late probably to take the round. Konki's best for a long while. 2 or 3 of the early ones were close. Asomah definitely 3 or 4 in a row.
Yeah,
he's well up.
Yeah, Asomah's well up. You know, it was difficult to find a round, if I'm honest, for Konki in those first 6. But he turned it there, and he needed that. He needed it big. That will give him hope. And now he has to build on that. He's got to turn it around. Is Asomah tiring? Has he put too much into that first half of the contest? Well, we're going to find out. One thing's for sure, Adam, it's very warm in here, and that will take a lot out of the fighters as well. That's why they've been slipping over, because of the canvas getting wet. The heat is, you know, it's a packed arena in here.
It's a big arena, but it's sort of
corners.
tight, isn't it? It feels, as you say, very warm, very close.
Seconds out. Round
Asomah doesn't
8.
look troubled in that red corner. Eli Konki from Moulin en Yvelines in France, north central France. A sailing community. He's got to sail away with the last half of this fight.
I'll tell you what, it's a good start from Konki here as well. He's sitting there, tucking up, and he's driving those shots in. Nice uppercut on the inside as well.
He's standing in close, and he is rolling the dice a bit. He's heard you.
Yep, and that's exactly what he needed to do.
Good body shots from Konki. Back comes Asomah. Now the action warming up here in the 8th round of this European title fight. both digging downstairs.
Yeah, the success coming from Konki here, which has surprised me, and Asomah, for the first time, looks like he's feeling the pace. Is he going to get a second wind?
The quality is there, though. The defence is tight. The shots are slick. It's a good match at this level.
Yep, certainly is. It was always going to be a high-quality match, this one. Two high-quality operators, former Olympians. You don't get picked for the Olympics unless you got some sort of boxing IQ. And both of these guys are showing that now. And it's going to come down to who wants it the most here.
French national champion as well, Eli Konki. Only ever lost once in 15.
Yep, that's a pretty impressive CV, if I'm honest. If anyone knows anything about amateur boxing, to be in the French national team, you have to be pretty good.
Nice work again. Hands down from Konki. He's not been hurt, really. Those slips that weren't called knockdowns. It's not been troubled by the power of Asomah. He's only got 4 knockouts on the slate. This was always likely to go long.
Yeah, he seems to have changed it around a little bit here, Konki, isn't he? He's getting off first with the shots, and now the pattern seems to have changed. Asomah's the one that's starting to look tired, and he's the one that's getting put on the back foot.
Yeah, single shot from Asomah. Combinations from the spider, Eli Konki, who had it all to do after the first half. Don't know how the 3 judges scored 1-6, but we felt Thomas Asomah certainly had a decent lead at the halfway mark. Konki, has he come back in the last couple of rounds?
Yeah, for me, he's certainly come back in the last couple of rounds.
Let's get over to Ali, who's got Lerone Richards.
Yes, Lerone, stablemates Thomas Asomah. You're watching the fight ringside. How are you scoring it at the moment?
I think Thomas is scoring, sorry, I'm a bit emotionally invested, but Thomas is in front right now. He's won every round. I'm very proud of his performance right now.
He seems to have gone up in his performance level since we last saw him. Is that the case, and what it's been like in training?
Thomas is a diligent trainer, and he trains very hard. He's worked really hard in this camp. He's got a newborn daughter, so he's got some more motivation. So tonight you're seeing a good performance from him.
Yeah, and there's so many people who have come out in support of him.
10
Everyone
seconds,
talks so
corners.
highly of him, and it's just for his character in there, and it means so much to everyone.
I'm proud of Thomas. He's worked really hard.
Round 9.
Thanks, Ali. Thanks, Lerone. It is a wonderful story. Emotionally invested, many fighters and people around for Thomas Asomah. Lerone believes he's won every round. Not sure about that, but he's certainly well in front. He's boxed really well, Thomas Asomah. He just needs to close the show in these championship rounds.
Yeah, he certainly does. I think he's definitely won the first 6 rounds of my card. I don't think that was in doubt, but he's lost the last 2. Konki has just turned the screw a little and just starting to pull himself back into it. It's now down to Asomah to take the control back away from Konki.
Been a pro 6 years. Eli Konki, by far his biggest night. Now he's the away fighter. And trying to do what Asomah did in Italy. Or will the fairy tale continue? And dare I say it, Thomas Asomah gets some sort of crack at a world title in the next year. I mean, it would be unbelievable.
Wow, what a fairy tale that would be. That would be a real Cinderella story, that would. The Cinderella man, if he could do that, you know, the way that his career looked finished, done, all over. And somehow he's pulled it back, which is quite incredible.
And his life was such a struggle as a kid, just grabbing fruit and eating off the streets. Tough upbringing in Cameroon, but still he's got family there and he's found his home and he's settled here. And now he's back. There's a spring in his step again, Asomah. This is better from the champion.
Yep, he's letting the shots go, the left hand through the middle, Asomah, but Konki's not going anywhere.
No, he's not going anywhere. Spencer is right in front of him. He's trying desperately hard, Eli Konki. But Asomah has switched back on here.
Yep, and he had to, Adam. He had to switch back on because he just started losing control in the last couple of rounds. He needed to do something. He can't let Konki get that momentum because once you build on that, it's difficult to break.
Desperate for a 13th professional win. Konki looking for his 15th. How proud he will be if he could somehow wrench this European title away. But is it a case if he needs a knockout or certainly knockdowns along the stretch? Only the judges know. That's the suspense, the beautiful suspense of 12-round championship boxing.
Absolutely, the subjectivity of boxing creates controversy. I'm not sure we're going to get any controversy in this one just yet, but Konki is just starting to pull himself back into this one, close around there, and I think maybe another one for Konki. He may have just done enough, which levels it up just a little bit more. Here I am, Smithy, here's where I'm at. 3 rounds to go, and I've got Asomah 3 rounds up.
3 rounds up. I think his team will have it wider. There's a judge just in front of me. I try to get a little peek, Spencer,
10 seconds,
at his card.
corners.
I think I saw 9-10, as in that was a round for Eli
Seconds
Konki.
out.
But
Round
if you try
10.
and do things like that, you just get it messed up in your head. I remember one time in America, I think it was a Barrera fight or maybe a Rocky Juarez, I can't remember exactly, but it was in LA, and they were adding the scorecards up, and there was pencils and pens and erasers and all sorts going on. So you never know, do you, in this sport?
Listen, you start to believe what you're seeing. You don't know if you're seeing it right. Is it a trip to Specsavers? Do we need that? Or are my eyes telling me the true story? That's where we're at.
Especially if there's knockdowns, points taken off. Yeah, things get complicated.
Absolutely. In our world, anyway.
Will this one go the distance? Highly likely. Less than 9 minutes left. European title at stake. He still looks fresh, Eli Konki.
Yep, good little combination there. Just forced Asomah onto the ropes. Asomah falling short with the uppercut. Konki coming back with some good shots on his own. I talked to you about momentum, and he's starting to build that now, Konki.
3 rounds on the spin on your card. I thought the last one was close, but Konki definitely having the best part of the fight so far and driving back Asomah. And now we'll find out about the champion's mentality and how much he desires it down the stretch. I think it's pretty huge, but let's see.
Well, listen, I think he's got it all to do, Konki, but again, he's winning this round. He's landing the better shots, body shots going in, and there's less coming back now from Asomah.
It's a fabulous effort, this now, from Eli Konki, who's turned the fight on its head. And now it's Asomah who has to hold, and they look a little worried, more concerned in that red corner. Eli Konki has got a real look on his face, a bit between his teeth. He's really firing in combinations, outworking Asomah.
I tell you what, the pattern of this fight has changed dramatically. Asomah, for the first time, he's looking tired, looking disorientated. Konki has turned this around. He's landing some good shots, and the timing and the shot selection all now, Konki.
He just dropped his hands about 15 seconds ago, did Thomas Asomah. He looked tired and he looked worried. And that is something we haven't seen. The pattern of this fight has changed, and we still have a long way to go.
Another big round here for Konki.
And 2 big rounds left. And if Konki gets that knockdown that we were talking about, who knows how the judges had those first 6.
I tell you what, we've always talked in the past about fights of 2 halves. Well, you won't get a better fight of 2 halves than this one. Asomah, the first 6. Konki there, taking that 10th round for me as well. 4 on the bounce for Konki. This is tightening up.
I wonder what Lerone Richards is thinking. He gave everything to Asomah after 8.
Yeah, well, I definitely gave it to Asomah after 6. But the last 4 now to Konki. And all of a sudden, Adam Smith, we have got a fight on our hands. And for the first time in the contest, do we see panic stations over there in that corner?
I had a little smile from Sonny Edwards, but yeah, they're not happy. They can't be happy. He looks a little forlorn in the red corner. But you've been there, I haven't. These are hard fights, right?
Absolutely. Listen, these are the ones I told you. Now, the physicality's left them now. It's not about the physical
10
attributes.
seconds, corners.
It's not about what they can do. It's about the mindset. It's about the psychological side of things
Seconds
now.
out.
Who wants
Round
it most?
11.
And that's what they're telling him in the corner. He's a couple of rounds up. They're saying, listen, kid, go get this. You need another round. Here's your 3, you hit him with 4. Here's your 4, you hit him with 5. This is all yours to lose now, Asomah.
A slap on the stomach from Grant as well for Thomas in the corner. Wake up, 2 rounds to go. Who knows, could come down to these 2. If the judges haven't given Asomah those first 6, it's very, very close.
Absolutely. Absolutely. There's not a lot in this contest. This contest has turned on its head. You know, the pattern has changed dramatically. Asomah now looks like he's in survival mode. He looks like he just wants to see that final bell. I'm not sure, Adam, if he's blown a gasket a little bit here. It was a big effort at the beginning of the contest. And for some reason, unknown to us, this has changed dramatically.
I think Konki as well has applied pressure. He's changed up his tactics. They weren't working. He's not circling the ring like he was. He's standing in front of Asomah. That jab's going out. Not a big puncher, but there's a real self-belief in him. There wasn't that dent. He was never really hurt.
Nope, he didn't lose any spirits, did he? He just kept to his game plan. He's probably saw it as a fight of 2 halves, and he's come on strong in this second half. And a good spell again there from Konki. Nothing coming back from Asomah.
Combinations, head and body from a buoyant Eli Konki. A fight of 2 halves. Champion and challenger. And again, another fight that's been a really good watch.
Yep, great contest. We talked about 50-50s at the beginning of this show. Well, boy, have we had 50-50s.
No legitimate knockdowns called. Some slips. The Spider, well, he was under control, wasn't he? Asomah boxing really smartly and really well for so much. The first half of the fight, he's just, Eli Konki crept back in and taken advantage of a slightly tiring Asomah. And also a second or third wind for Konki.
Asomah looks like he's blown a gasket. I'm not going to lie. The legs are starting to look a little disorientated as well. The rhythm seems to have gone out of them a little bit. He's on the back foot. He's backpedaling. And I tell you what, this is going to be razor tight, Adam.
That was a nice combination. A few good counters here from Asomah, but again, the volume from Eli Konki. And he looks the happier fighter in there now. Konki.
Yep, he does. Well, what a fight of 2 halves. First 6 rounds on my card for Asomah. The last 5 rounds have gone to Konki. And if Konki wins this last round, which I suspect he will, this is going to go down to the scorecards. And I think it's quite clear-cut. We could have a draw on our hands now, just looking at both corners. They're all talking to Asomah in there. They're trying to push him. They're trying to egg him up. They're trying to get him to push one more last time. 3 minutes. Give it everything you got. Keep hold of these titles. Very calm in the Konki corner.
I think there were 3 or 4 rounds in the first half of the fight that were definitively Thomas Asomah
10
sessions.
seconds, Connors.
But I wonder if the judges, a couple of them may have gone the other way, and if Konki has won
Seconds out
7
for
in
your
a row
12th
now,
and final round.
Asomah could have to really pull it out. Who knows how the 3 judges are seeing it? It's been a fascinating one here for the European bantamweight title. 8 stone 6 champion Thomas Asomah, first defence. Will it be staying in Sheffield, or will this advancing Eli Konki, who's still full of beans, as though he could fight 15 rounds?
He is, and Asomah looking happy to grab there. Like I say, the rhythm seems to have gone out of his work, and he looks desperately tired there. Moving around, I'm not sure why the dramatic change, and the legs unsteady as well, Adam.
Do you know what we could have here? A rematch.
We could have a draw, that's for sure. We could definitely have a draw, because I think that it was quite clear cut, the first 6 and the second 6. This fight could end up a draw.
And who would have thought that after 6 rounds? And the way that Thomas Asomah had just gone about his work, like he was taking the sparring into the ring, under the lights, it was fabulous. And now Eli Konki has come back, and he's come back fast and furious, and he'll believe he's done enough at the bell.
Yep, he certainly will. He's had a great second half of the contest, and that would give him real momentum. I know something in a contest, a 12-round contest, I'd rather win the back 6 than the first 6.
Body shots from Eli Konki. And really backpedaling now, Asomah. Shots look weak.
Yeah, nothing left from Asomah, is there? He's just waiting to hear that final bell now. Loaded up with a big shot over the top there, but his work's become ragged. Body shot going in for Konki. Konki trying to push forward now.
Hats off to the French team, adapting the tactics, going in to Asomah's space and nullifying him, tiring him. Asomah still the odd pot shot, but Konki's aggression, I think, might have caught the eye of the judges. This is tight.
Yep, it certainly is. Konki in complete control. Lovely right hand through the middle. That just seemed to take the legs away a little there from Asomah.
Beautiful shot, just spun him round. Could have followed up on it, but he stayed off. 40 seconds to go. Do they both believe they're going to be champion?
Well, they both will raise their hands at the end of this one, because this is razor tight. Anybody that knows boxing will know this is razor tight.
A draw on your card as we go into the last 30 seconds.
A draw in my card. Yep, I think it was quite clear cut. The first 6 rounds to Asomah, the second 6 rounds to Konki. But like you say, Adam, if there was any doubt in them first 6 rounds, we got a new champion.
Sonny Edwards shouting out. They all want Thomas Asomah to retain his European title. It's been an almighty second half effort from Eli Konki. Is it enough? Who's going to get it? Wow! Both of them raise their hands aloft. Team Asomah, they think they have it, but Eli Konki is sure. And I wonder, Spencer, in the first half, and I asked you what he'd be thinking in there, and you said he knows he's losing. I wonder if he thinks he was okay in some of those early rounds, and 1 or 2 of them he might have nicked. He might have thought he's won this, and he's won it well. Asomah, for me, boxed so well for so much of that part of the fight.
It's crazy, Adam, how that fight went. Asomah dominated the first 6 rounds. We go into round 7, and Konki takes over and dominates the second 6 rounds. That was as clear cut to me. This is as clear a draw as I think I've ever felt a draw is worthy. I mean, I think it was quite...
Well, he believes Asomah has got it and will still be champion. The home fighter who had the brilliant start to this. Did he do enough down the stretch? Did he nick a couple of those rounds, Asomah? Or were they scored to Konki? It doesn't matter what you think, Spencer. No. It matters what's on the scorecards, the official scorecards of the European judges. What did they like better each round?
Yep, well, we're going to find that out very soon. Mr. Adam Smith, but it was a great contest, high quality contest. Asomah really dominating that first half, and Konki coming back really well. Tensions are high in the ring, that's for sure.
And they're taking a while to calculate the scorecards. That normally means it's pretty tight. Which way will it go? Thomas Asomah, beautiful first half. Eli Konki came right back at him and gave it everything in those last few rounds. But in terms of scoring punches, how have the judges seen it? It's one I can't wait to find out.
Well, yep. If I think it's gone the way, if it's gone the way I think it has, we've got a draw in our hands here.
Ladies and gentlemen, please show your appreciation for both of these boxers. After 12 rounds of boxing, we go to the judges' scorecards. Judge Hugues Helibert scores the bout 116 to 113 in favor of Konki. Judge Jürgen Langos scores the bout 116 to 112 in favor of Asomah.
It's that close, it's that subjective.
Judge Marco Marzuholi scores the bout 115 to 114 in favor of your winner. And still, EBU European Bantamweight Champion from Sheffield by way of Cameroon, Thomas Asomah.
By the slimmest of margins, one judge to Konki, one judge to Asomah. The final one by 1 round. It was that tight. Spencer had it a draw. Thomas Asomah doing the majority of the class in the first half of the fight. You know, you got to feel for Eli Konki, who came right back in it. One judge went one way, then the other. It was that sort of a feel. He's still champion. Just about deserves it.
Absolutely. Listen, it was one of those fights. Like I say, I had it a draw. I thought the first 6 rounds were dominated by Asomah, and the back half of the fight, I thought Konki dominated the back half of the fight. So a draw from on my card. So look, he's the champion. If it goes one way or the other, you can't argue. It's not called a robbery. It's not called controversial. It is what it is.
It's no controversy. It was as tight as that. And Thomas Asomah was flying away with it after a few rounds. And he won his rounds big, some of those early. And
ladies and gentlemen, we still have 2
fantastic
down the stretch, bouts to come, so please don't go anywhere. We still have 2 fantastic bouts.
And still the European champion. The fairy tale continues for Thomas Asomah from Cameroon, from Sheffield. All of us in British boxing love him. But I tell you what, Eli Konki, what an effort, and he was devastated at the decision. He's the away fighter.
Yep, fairy tale story, and the story continues for this man, Thomas Asomah. The boys in the Steel City gym are very, very pleased, and so they should be. They all work really hard up there. They're like a close-knit family in that gym. Great fight.
Grant saying that he had Thomas 2 or 3 up. Subjective. I thought Thomas Asomah nicked it. Spencer thought it was a draw. The judges, look, a fantastic result for him. Look at him. It's a brilliant story. He's a wonderful guy. But I tell you what, hats off to Eli Konki. What an effort in the second half of that fight. Absolutely fantastic. And he can be very, very proud returning to France. So close. Let's hear from Thomas, who's with Ali.
Thomas, and still. Just talk me through what that means to you.
Yeah, first of all, I don't know how to describe that happiness right now, but what I want to say, I want to thank everyone who came here tonight to support us, and honestly, and secondly, I want you to say to Eli Konki, he's doing very well, the fight. Yeah, it surprised me. I didn't know that I was a good boxer like that, but I appreciate the night.
Yeah, it looked like you had to dig deep in there, especially in the second half. Did you feel a change in the pattern of the fight from the first to the second half?
Yeah, I knew the guy is very good. He have a good skill. What I was said, I would take him from the second part of the fight, and that's what I did.
We'll bring in Sonny Edwards, stablemate of yours, and manager. Just what does this mean, him, first defense of his title?
Yeah, I mean, we're all immensely proud of Thomas in the Steel City gym. He joined the gym after we fought a few years ago, and since then he's come strength to strength. He's been a big help for a lot of the fighters in the gym. A lot of experience comes from this 2-time Olympian next to me. He could bounce back off a loss at a late stage in his career to become and now defend the European title. There's big fights lined up in front of him. We're excited for the fights and for the future, but we believe our man beats them all. He's got the European champion. He's defended against his mandatory, and now the world title's next, I think. I don't know what else is next for the man, I'll be wrong.
Are you wanting that world title fight next?
Oh, definitely, because that's what I was waiting for, you know. I was waiting to defend this title with Eli Konki, and to be honest, I'm waiting anyone who will come next.
Brilliant, well, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now ready for our next contest. It's 8 3-minute rounds in the middleweight division. Please welcome to the ring first from the Netherlands, GINO Canters. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome his opponent from right here in Sheffield, Dr. Steel, Shaquille Thompson.
Shaquille Thompson, 10-0. They call me boxing's best kept secret. I guess you're about to find out.
Ladies and gentlemen, this contest, 8 3-minute rounds in the middleweight division, presented to you by Izzy Azif of GBM Sports in association with broadcast partner talkSPORT. Your officials for this contest, timekeeper at the bell will be Pete Humphrey. Your referee in charge of the action will be A-star referee Michael Alexander. And now it's time to meet the boxers. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner wearing the black and gold shorts. He weighed in at 12 stone 1 ounce. He comes to the ring with a professional record of 11 wins, 5 defeats, 3 draws. 4 of his wins come by way of knockout. A former Dutch champion and former IBO international champion from Purmerend, the Netherlands. Please welcome GINO Canters. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, wearing the grey and black shorts. He weighed in at 12 stone 1 ounce. He comes to the ring with an unbeaten professional record. 10 wins, no losses. 6 of his wins coming by way of knockout. He fights out of and represents his hometown of Sheffield. Please welcome Dr. Steel, Shaquille Thompson.
Come here, over here. Right, lads, you both know the rules, so let's just have a good, clean fight, okay? Most of all, remember to defend yourselves at all times, all right? Just close.
Is this the next star attraction from the Steel City? Sheffield's own Shaquille Thompson. Fight number 11 against GINO Canters.
Seconds out, round 1.
We've loved the look of him so far. Really talented. Powerful. How will he deal with Canters?
Well, he's done nothing wrong so far as a professional. Shaquille Thompson, as you rightly said, Adam, looked very, very impressive, but Canters, is, as we know, is bullish, and he's one of those guys that loves to come in and tear up the script. He'll take that chance. He'll try and take that opportunity. He comes with experience. So good test here for Shaquille Thompson at this stage of his career.
Yeah, beautiful though from Thompson. Sharp early. Very tall at 6'3" for a middleweight. And Canters just clumsily coming forward. He's big and stocky and strong, but that reach and speed of Shaq Thompson could be the difference here.
Yeah, Thompson boxing well here on the outside, out of that southpaw stance, using those attributes well, the height and the reach. Now for Canters, if he wants to close that gap, he needs to close the gap with his feet, not his hands. He needs to move his feet into range and then throw the shots. But what he's doing at the moment is he's trying to close the gap with his hands, and that's leaving him open to counters.
He's slow, he's cumbersome, he's got centre ring, but Shaq Thompson catches him with an uppercut, and he's all over the place here. GINO Canters, and this could be a big early finish for Dr. Steele. He's got
Canters'
power.
leg is gone here. His legs are totally gone. He just stiffened up there.
There's a big swelling to his forehead as well for GINO Canters. He's caught in a storm here by Shaq Thompson. Just can't deal with the angles and the movement. He needs to pin him down quick or he's in real trouble.
Adam, is simple. He just needs to move his feet into range, quick with his feet and explosive with his hands. He's trying to close that gap with his hands, and that's the wrong thing to do. You can't give Shaquille Thompson distance. Thompson boxing beautifully at the moment. Lovely double jab cross as well. And again, Canters in trouble.
Huge left hand, and Shaquille Thompson's going to take out GINO Canters early. Referee taking a close look. Down he goes.
2, 3,
razzle dazzle from Shaq Thompson.
6, 7,
GINO Canters doesn't know where he is. Totally outclassed. I think Michael Alexander could stop it here and now.
Yep, he's having a close look. Uppercut goes in again. And Michael Alexander, the referee, is having a close look here. Canters in desperate trouble.
Oh, right hand as well. You just can't match the speed. He's brave, he's tough. He's going to get back to his corner, but he can hardly walk, Spencer.
Yep, he looks like a baby giraffe trying to walk back to his corner there. The legs all over the place. And the corner, they've got to have a serious look at him here, because that was a punishing first round. Let's take a look at some of the action here, Adam. The shots went in, and he is a brilliant finisher. Shaquille, he jumps on his opponent as soon as he recognised he was hurt.
Well, he's won 11 fights of 19. GINO Canters, but I don't think he's ever experienced anything like this. Shaquille Thompson.
Corners 10 seconds.
6 wins inside the distance so far. I'm surprised it wasn't 7, and I'm surprised it wasn't in the first
Seconds
round.
out,
But
round 2.
Is back, the Bulldog from Holland, GINO Canters, 27 years of age, and he walks into a big straight punch right at the off. I've seen enough here, Spencer.
Yep, he's in desperate trouble. He's taking some big punishment here, Canters. Maybe being too brave for his own good. The referee taking a close look here. Just wonder, is the corner going to stop it?
They don't seem like they are anywhere near the towel. And this is shooting practice for SHAK Thompson, who wants to make a big statement on this bustling middleweight scene. It's still, GINO Canters is in there. And, well, great courage from the Dutchman.
And that's all it is, Adam. Great courage, because he's just getting out-punched, out-fought in there at the moment, and this is becoming painful to watch. One-sided beat down at the moment. Left hook goes in again. Right hook goes in again. And again, target practice at the moment for Thompson.
It's exactly what he is. He's 2 levels, 3 levels above. Jumps in. Canters looking for the uppercut. Shaquille Thompson probably needs just one more sickener, and Michael Alexander will step in. It's the slow legs and hands of Canters. It's these wild hooks.
Yeah,
he's been urged in by his corner.
Sometimes the corner is too brave, and you've got to just accept when your guy is out of his depth, and that's exactly what he is here. Canters is out of his depth. There's a golfing class here. Thompson jabbing away, spearing out that jab, landing those crosses. The hooks are coming in as well. This is punishing work.
And it's razor sharp from the southpaw. Tall and rangy, like Demetrius Andrade or one of those sort of fighters. And again, just dazzles GINO Canters down for the second time. Really, the corner should be pulling him out. His legs have gone. Referee's going to give him another chance. That left leg is... This should be stopped here and now.
Yep.
I'm sorry, Spencer.
I agree.
We've seen boxing for many, many years. And let's... GINO Canters, save him for another day.
Yeah, his legs are totally gone beneath him now. He looks unsteady on his legs. Yes, the bravery, the gladiatorial side of boxing will keep him in there, but he needs saving here. If not for the referee, the legs are gone. The referee needs to look at this. The corner needs to look at it. Someone does.
He's all over the shop. He really is. SHAK Thompson on the very verge. He's swaying. He's wobbling. He's still trying to land a hook. How's he going to get back to his corner? Look. Look at this, Spencer. Why hasn't the referee stopped the fight?
This is insane. Why is the corner not stopping this fight? The guy is complaining. The ankle's gone. Someone needs to look at this. He's going to come out for this third round and take unnecessary punishment. This is terrible stuff here. The referee needs to look at this. He needs to be pulled out.
He's going over to the corner. Michael Alexander asking about his leg, saying he's okay. A fighter's always going to say he's okay. You're the bravest people in the business. But isn't this a time for the trainer or for someone in the team to step in and say no.
Right, here's my prediction of what's going to happen here. They're going to start this third round. He's going to come out, and within 30 seconds, this fight will be over. And he's taken way too much punishment. He'll take 10 to 12 unanswered shots here. It's ridiculous.
Third round, somehow, SHAK Thompson in total dominant control. Legs have gone. And there's his heart. There's his defiance. That's the gladiatorial heart, and nearly tries to catch him with the left hook, but down again. And SHAK Thompson surely now has his victory.
6, 7, 8, 9.
And finally, it has been called off. SHAK Thompson makes it 11 out of 11. He was absolutely punch perfect, but for me, the refereeing and the corner work, you've got to have a look at it. The safety of the fighter comes first at all times.
What did I say? When he comes out, the 30 seconds into the round, the referee's going to stop it, but he's going to take 10 to 12 unanswered shots. Exactly what happened. Bad corner work, bad refereeing, shouldn't have happened. That fight was over at the end of the second.
And it's a shame because it takes away the brilliance of SHAK Thompson. He really looks a quality fighter, and GINO Canters was incredibly tough and brave, and too brave for his own good, as you said. But there are people around, there are officials and there are corners, and they have a responsibility, and I just didn't see it there.
No, I'm with you on that one, but let's take nothing away from SHAK Thompson, who, you know, has proved that now he's ready for title contention. Nathan Heaney is the champion. SHAK Thompson will fancy that. He is going to be in the mix very, very soon. Let's hear from our MC, Aki.
Ladies and gentlemen, please show your appreciation for both boxers. Your referee, Michael Alexander, stops the contest. Official time. 30 seconds of round number 3. Therefore, your winner by TKO from Sheffield, Dr. Steel, SHAK Thompson.
7th stoppage win, 11 on the spin now, undefeated, and incredibly good tonight. Yes, at this level, a very brave and game GINO Canters, but the fight just went on way too long.
Yeah, I agree with you, Adam. Brilliant performance from SHAK Thompson, taking nothing away from him. First class performance, puts himself right up there in the title mix. The best kept secret is SHAK Thompson, and he proved that tonight. GINO Canters was brave, but outclassed.
Outclassed is the word. How far will this Sheffield man go? 26. They've got time. I think he'll want to get on with it. He'll be knocking on the title door. English, British. Big fight at middleweight tomorrow night, of course. He's going to be in the mix soon.
Yep, he certainly is. And SHAK Thompson now with Ali Drew. Let's hear from SHAK.
SHAK, you remain undefeated. That was a fantastic performance. It looked like it meant a lot to you.
Yeah, it did mean a lot. I put a lot of hard work into my training, and it's finally beginning to pay off. It's going to be a big year.
Now, you got him out there in the 3rd round. Did you think it was going to go even quicker than that? When you were in rounds 1 and 2, did you think maybe you were going to get him out of there?
Well, I thought I was going to get him out there within after the first round, to be honest, after I saw he was hurt. But I was patient. My team were telling me what to do, and the plan went to a T. So onwards and upwards.
Yeah, certainly a statement performance from SHAK. How good was that?
Listen, GINO Canters is a serious, dangerous opponent, and SHAK demolished him like it was no man's business. Listen, this guy's a superstar. They call him the best kept British secret. I think that secret's out of the window now because SHAK Thompson's going all the way. There's no doubt in it whatsoever. Kenny has been going at me saying he's the best kept secret, and I was like, is he really? But listen, today he's shown what he's about and what a fan base he's got here. And Shaquille, all the way, he needs titles and belts. There's people out there he can have now. And listen, I'm happy. We're going to work with him, and he's been a pleasure to work with. And listen, he can be the face of GBM Sports, and we spoke about it. And listen, he's got massive future in boxing, this kid, and it's a pleasure to work with. And that was an unbelievable performance. Stole the performance of the night for me already. So, and he's earned himself 500 quid cash bonus for the knockout as well. Yeah. Okay.
And quite a statement performance, so maybe not a secret anymore.
Yeah, so they say, and the British best kept secret, but like what Izzy said, it's not going to be a best kept secret anymore. Big shout out to Izzy, my manager Kevin, and my team for believing in me. It's not been a hard road. It's been a hard road, but this year we're going to show everyone what it is I can do and get plenty of titles. So. Yeah, thank you for everyone who showed up today as well. Big appreciation to all my ticket sellers, so yeah.
Big things to come, but congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now ready for our final contest of the evening. Before I do so, let me please remind you of our fantastic sponsors for the evening: Morris Andrews Solicitors, Eco Power Group, Indus, Evant, and broadcast partner talkSPORT. It's our final contest of the evening, ladies and gentlemen, so make sure you make some noise. Let me introduce to you first, coming to us from York, the Pocklington Rocket, Harry Matthews. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome his opponent from right here in Sheffield, Liam Cannonball Cameron. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our final contest of the evening. It's 6 3-minute rounds in the light heavyweight division. Presented to you by Izzy Azif of GBM Sports in association with broadcast partner talkSPORT. Your officials for this contest, timekeeper at the bell, will be Chris Hancock. Your referee in charge of the action will be A-star referee Howard Foster. And now it's time to meet the boxers. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the black and red shorts. He weighed in at 12 stone, 13 pounds, 1 ounce. A veteran of the ring tonight in his 101st professional contest from York, the Pocklington Rocket, Harry Matthews. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, wearing the red shorts. He weighed in at 12 stone, 9 pounds, 1 ounce. His professional record, 21 wins, 5 defeats. 8 of his wins come by way of knockout. He is the former IBO World Youth Champion, former Commonwealth Middleweight Champion, from right here in Sheffield. Please welcome Liam Cannonball Cameron.
Guys, you know the rules. Keep it clean, break straight away when told. Both watch your heads in close. Good luck to you both. Touch gloves. Good luck, lads.
Well, I hope you've all enjoyed it. It's been a wonderful evening of young talent, of 50-50 fights, action, close decisions, brilliant atmosphere, terrific show. And finally, we get a quite incredible story. Another one. We've had the comeback from cancer, haven't we, earlier on? Of Owen Durnan, we've had the Thomas Asomah tale, and now Liam Cameron's.
Yep, it's incredible, it really is. This is, I've said it so many times tonight, all about opportunity, and you know, all these guys have taken that opportunity, and Liam Cameron's story is a fascinating one.
Former Commonwealth middleweight champion who fought till 2018 and then was out of the ring for 5 years, banned, and then, as you said, hit rock bottom, all sorts of problems, but an amazing recovery, an incredible comeback, and that's what boxing, discipline, fitness, everything can do.
Absolutely, it's been a lifesaver for Liam Cameron, who hit rock bottom, found the drink, and went spiraled, his life spiraled out of control, and to see him back in the ring, doing what he's doing and doing what he loves is a fantastic thing, it really is.
33, so still time to make an impression, as he tried to do on Harry Matthews with that combination. They've actually fought twice before already, so they know each other's moves.
Yeah, they know each other pretty well, about as well as one in a boxing ring could know.
But they met at different stages, very different times.
Yeah, this is good work here from Cameron. Started sharp, working well, body shot there.
Lovely body shot.
And Harry...
He felt it, Harry Matthews, and Cameron unleashing leather downstairs.
Yeah, he really did feel that, Matthews. And again, slams the left hook into the body.
Fighting at light heavyweight now. Bigger, stronger. They're now clear mentally as well, and that's a major plus.
Big shots
Good
going
body
in.
shot
Matthews
down. Harry Matthews in the first round, and I think his rib might have gone.
5, 6.
That was a heavy
7,
fall.
8.
And he's just about got to his feet.
Yep. He was holding that rib as well. You might be right there, Adam. There was...
Oh, it's another one. Whipped in. He's brave. Harry, so brave in his 101st fight. But they are sickeners.
Yep, not long left in this first round, but he's going to need that break as soon as possible here. Harry Matthews.
He's almost falling down, holding on. How much is that pain? And also there's a swelling by the eye. He's down. Second
3,
time.
4.
I think
5,
the towel's going to come in.
6, 7, 8, 9.
And that's it. Referee, towel. Everyone made the right decision that time. And Liam Cameron gets a brilliant win. Yes, he was fighting a journeyman. Yes, he was fighting someone he knew and respected. But it was the manner of victory. The way he's come back from all he's been through, and the body shots ripped home, and that will mean the world to him in front of these fans.
Yeah, what a performance there from Liam Cameron. What a story. I'm glad he's back. I'm glad he's back, I really am, and he put in a brilliant performance there. Look back to his best. Harry Matthews was always value for money. Grit, tough, determination, always from Harry. So, unfortunate end from him, but a good performance from Liam Cameron. Very, very impressed.
Decent puncher, Cameron. One of his quickest stoppage wins there. Harry Matthews hurt to the body by some beautifully executed shots. Thomas Asomah, 36, all he's been through, European champion. Liam Cameron, 33, out 5 years, come back. Okay, he's fighting a journeyman, we can't read much into that. But look at the way he is, smiling, happy, fit. You know, he's hungry for titles again.
He certainly is, and he deserves it, you know. He had a tough ride there. He served his time, he done his ban, he's come back. But it was the life he had whilst he was on that ban as well. No one thought he was going to do that, and he done it. I'm so pleased for him.
Yeah, it's another feel-good story.
Ladies and gentlemen, please show your appreciation for both boxers in our final contest. The fight comes to an end. Official time, 2 minutes and 59 seconds of round number 1. Therefore, your winner by knockout from right here in Sheffield, Liam Cannonball Cameron.
The Cannonball fires early and a 20-second win. There he is. Izzy will be pleased with this cracking show tonight. GBM Fight Night on this Friday. And we hope you have enjoyed every minute on talkSPORT YouTube. Another terrific highlight reel knockout. And we've had a bit of everything tonight.
Yep, we certainly have. And we said that Izzy, as if was going to deliver, GBM Fight Night was going to deliver, and that's exactly what it did.
First time I've been up to one of their shows, mightily impressed. The production, the atmosphere, the crowd, everybody in here pretty much the whole night. They're not just come for one fighter. It feels like a thoroughly entertaining evening, and I hope everyone's enjoyed it on talkSPORT.
Yep, I think it has been a thoroughly entertaining evening. And Adam Smith, it's great to have you back. I loved every moment of tonight. It's been emotional in many ways for me. What you've been through, your journey, you're now a walking miracle. I thought that was only me, and now there's two of us. I'm so pleased you're back, mate. Tonight was absolutely brilliant, and like I say to you, it's been emotional for me in many, many ways.
Thanks, Spencer. Let's get to the man, Liam Cameron. He'll be delighted.
Liam, what a performance. Just sum up how you're feeling.
Feel good, very good.
Now, was that what you were expecting? Were you expecting, because he doesn't get stopped very often, and to do it like that, you can't have been expecting that.
I weren't expecting it. I knew I was going to win, but it was just how I wanted to stop him. I was in change room thinking, I've got to stop him, I've got to stop him. And they said don't look for it knockout, but I looked for it and I stopped him. So that's a myth.
Yeah, and that knockout came, and Pierce will just bring you in. I mean, he looked like he went in there with intention tonight.
Yeah, sometimes he gets a bit too carried away, but today he took his time. I know it was only one round, but he didn't look for it and it come, so he done good.
Important question, what is next for you?
I don't know, what's Lee got for me?
Come on, Lee, what's next for him?
Listen, Liam Cameron's back. After what's happened over the last 5 years, he's been through absolute hell. And to see where he is today as a person is unbelievable. So congratulations to Liam. Absolute proud of him. All the team are. Listen, he's ready for title fights. Anyone wants it, let's go. There's big fights out there for him.
If I can change, I've come from being an alcoholic, and if you want to change and get on the right path, exercise. And if I can do it, you all can do it, I promise you.
Inspirational journey and a fantastic performance tonight. Well done.
Thank you.
Dory, boxing just dishes up so many. And we've had some cracking tales tonight, and the sweat's pouring down you, Izzy. You've loved it, haven't you? It's a show you must be very proud of.
What a night of boxing. What a night of boxing.
Still
What a night of boxing. 2 titles, 2 stoppages, great fights. you know, there's been a big fight of the night. I thought Shaquille was brilliant, but yeah, so proud. We've got it over the line. You know, everything I said was going to happen, happened. I said it's going to be a good night of boxing. And I wasn't just being a salesman there. I was telling you, and then you've seen it for yourself.
Thomas Asomah, just put that on you there, just so we can hear you. Yeah. That's it. Perfect. You could join
I better start getting used to these interviews.
That's it. Yeah, you're getting used to it now. Let's talk about Thomas Asomah, the European title fight. Very close, very tight. He just about got it. Hats off to the Frenchman, a really good fight. And you said a 50-50 affair, and that's what it was?
Yeah, I said at the start, there's some genuine 50-50s, and there's a good chance the home side could not come up with a good trumps, and that's what you're seeing today. Thomas Asomah, again, majority win, really close. I had Asomah up by 2 rounds. I don't know how you've seen it out here, but that was another fight. Stevie Levy, we can go on all the card for fights that could have gone either way.
Is he? Put that right up against you, that's it.
That's it, right.
Then I can hear you really loud and clear.
Right, that's all right.
I can hear you.
Go on then.
The lesson in commentary, I don't know. I'm just back for it, so maybe we can have a chat on this another time.
Yeah,
just great for the next show. Listen, Thomas Asomah, great. Yeah, we had it. I think Spencer had it a draw. I had Asomah winning by a round probably. It was very close. He came right back in the second half. Other stories tonight. The women's fight, fantastic. You must be really pleased for Stevie.
Yeah, Stevie, really this was her world title. This was everything. You seen how much it meant to me, how much emotion, how much Dave Allen's put into it all. And now she's got world ranking. A win like that can turn her life around. She's got a good, decent world ranking, and who knows what's next for somebody like that. And that's what's so good, being part of somebody's journey where you're navigating them to make their dreams come true, and that gives you real satisfaction as a promoter.
You've picked a few characters, haven't you? I mean, they could talk, these guys and girls.
What's that, sorry?
I said you picked a few characters.
Yeah.
They could all talk, these guys and girls, can't they?
Well, look, we're in the showbiz business, and sometimes, you need to have an element of fighting, but there's also bringing the fans in the crowd. And you've seen it, it's been packed out here from start to finish. You don't normally get that at events. You normally get guys at this level where they come and watch the fighters and they go. But nobody's left this place. It's been absolutely packed from start to finish. What a night of boxing. 2 title fights, 2 knockouts. Future superstars of the game here, and for me, the standout performance has got to go to Shaquille Thompson. They said he was the best kept secret in British boxing. Not anymore, Adam. That were great.
We were mightily impressed with Shaquille Thompson. We weren't impressed with the corner and the fact that GINO Canters, we felt, was allowed to go on way too long. But that's not Shaq's fault. Shaq did the business in front of his crowd. Wonderful chance for him now. How quickly do you move him into the British middleweight title mix?
I reckon he's ready. You know, there's talking about McKenna's, which fights could happen again, but he wants to be the face of GBM Sports, and he could be the one that we push really quickly. And that's what we're looking to. We're looking to sign top talent up and down the country that are ready for that step up, ready for them Europeans, your British titles, and eventually world honours.
Absolutely brilliant. Anyone else that stood out for you before we close that you'd like to mention?
I thought the Frack Ali and Kevin Trana fight were good. Good fight. I knew that happened. Both got come forward, exciting styles. Liam Cameron were brilliant. You know, he's had a few years off and all. But listen, all round you can go on all through the card. I think you were the best matched card I could have even done. You know, imagine we've never had such an equally matched card which could have gone either way. And that's the kind of thing we want to carry on at GBM Sports, and matching them good, matching them where they could lose if they don't turn up, because that's what excites fans, that's what excites me as a promoter, and that's how we're going to grow our brand as well, by being known to put fights on which could go either way. And I think boxing needs it, and that's the kind of new vision and drive we've got as at GBM Sports.
Is he finally? We've had this one, a great start to the new year. What's the plan from here? I think there's one in March. You were talking Coventry, London. You're going to go nationwide. This is serious stuff, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, listen, we're not playing at this, Adam. I'm not messing about here. And, you know, I say this a lot, but I've actually manifested this 2 years ago that we're going to get to this stage. I didn't think Adam Smith's going to be commentating on our show, but that's just a topping, and it's great to have you, Adam. You know, you've made so much noise, and everybody's so excited that you've come to the Steel City back after your time out. We want to really go all over the country. We want to make a massive impact in British boxing. We're not here just to tick along or to be part. We want to be up there with one of the most recognised powerful boxing outfits in the country. For through that, we've got to travel the country, sign the right talent. So we're going Coventry in March, we're going London in April, May Leeds, June Newcastle. It's just going to be packed out. Go around. GBM Sports are going to showcase all the talent and all of the kind of production you've seen today. We're going to spread it all over the country.
Well, it's an absolute pleasure to have been here. Thank you for including me in what's been a wonderful night in Sheffield. There's been so many over so many years and fantastic ones going way back to Harold Bomber Graham and all the way through history. But it's a new bunch now. Maybe SHAK, Thompson and one or two of the other stars here can go on to big honours. But GBM Sports have put on an absolute cracker. And we look forward to a weekend of boxing ahead as well. Plenty of fights everywhere. That's good for fighters and fight fans. But I hope you've enjoyed it all on talkSPORT YouTube channel. And from us, GBM Sports and everybody here, I think we're the last in the building. But I think they enjoyed it, the fans. Thanks very much for watching.